Hiller was telling us earlier that he's felt like since the first time you played on a line with Juice and Kopi, your confidence level has gone up a lot. What is it about playing with those two guys specifically that can maybe add to a growing confidence as you're out there?
They just create a lot out there. They're both obviously great 200-foot players, but they just are elite players offensively as well. They make things happen all the time out there, so definitely creates more opportunities for me. And then I think for any player, the more chances you get, the better you feel, the more confident you feel. And when they start going in, then you feel like you kind of play like more free, and then you start creating those chances, and it kind of all goes hand in hand.
Alex, thanks so much. Good luck.
Yeah, of course. Thanks, guys.
We're back after this on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk right in Paul George's face, and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another three. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the six. Cup to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club. Diddy!
The LA Kings and Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app. Your destination for LA sports.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
We return to LA Kings Game Night. A pregame look at the LA Kings matchup.
LA Kings hockey is on ESPN LA.
On the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Welcome back inside Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. The Kings and the Flyers meeting for the first time this season, and for the first of 2 games this month. They'll meet again after the holiday break at Crypto.com Arena in LA. Had a chance to chat with LA Kings head coach Jim Hiller today after morning skate. It was a full skate for the LA Kings. Every player was on the ice. However, it was a quick one, and the team got out of here early for some rest before coming back to the building here in Philadelphia for tonight's game against the Flyers. But, of course, Jim Hiller made time for us as well. Here's our chat with the media and head coach Jim Hiller.
Just maybe a slightly bigger picture, but 2-1-1 now, kind of past that halfway point of the trip. Just an overall assessment of what you kind of liked or disliked over the 4 games so far.
Well, we played pretty well. I was disappointed in the last game. Then you go through it the next day, you look, and I see how well Pittsburgh played. They played a really good game. Didn't give us much. They checked us pretty hard. So disappointed with the results still there, but, we're 4 games in. You wipe it all behind you, and you look forward to tonight, because this will be a big test for us tonight.
If the 11-7, the seventh guy has been Kyle Burrows, and he seems to kind of fly under the radar a little bit, maybe in a good way. How does he kind of fit the group when he's in the lineup in that configuration?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he's happy to be in the lineup, but I'm also sure he'd like to be getting more minutes than he is. But he's a guy that he's a great team guy, so he's fully accepting that he's not playing 15 minutes a night right now. Brings us good energy, and always plays hard. So he's a dependable, and we like that. And it's again, he should be probably playing some more minutes, but it is what it is. When you get 7 defensemen, you got to spread them out a certain way. But yeah, he's been a really good addition to the team.
Is there anything about his specific play style and the way that he plays the game that makes him a perfect fit for that 7th D?
I don't know about that. He just plays the game hard, and he's a competitive player, and you just can't have enough competitive players around. Also physical, willing to fight anybody. So those are all qualities, whether you're in your forward group or in your D group, you just like to have on the bench, in the room, on the ice.
If you're going to stick with the 11-7 tonight, how do you sort of match that with the ice time and the games piling up? You're in the middle of 4 and 6. You've got a back-to-back coming out with all this travel. How do you sort of measure everybody's ice time? Make sure nobody's getting, especially on your forward group, nobody's getting too worn out.
Well, we took yesterday off, so that's part of it. If we were 12 or the ice time was more evenly distributed, we might have played our practice yesterday. So that goes into that decision. But other than that, I didn't get 2 guys in enough last game. They'll play more this game. And then, back-to-back, we might go with 12 forwards. So we just manage it, talk to the players, see what their energy levels are like, see how they're performing on the ice. Maybe somebody's down, we got to push somebody else up. So it's just a bit of a puzzle, and it starts when the puck's dropped.
When you look at Philadelphia, what do you see on your team?
Well, they're a dangerous offensive team. They have, some really high-end guys, and Sandheim's having a great year. Konechny, of course. The rookie, Michkov, also very dangerous. So, they play hard. Philly's, got a certain reputation, but I think they're more dangerous offensively, than maybe people expect when they think about Philly. So that poses problems.
We're 3 months past Drew Doughty's ankle surgery. Is there a time frame for when he might get back on the ice, and as far as, not even get back with you guys, but just kind of get skating again and get moving again?
No, still waiting on that. Yeah, hopefully pretty soon is all I can say, but we have no distinct timetable, nothing. Still waiting, anxiously.
Anxiously, impatiently, or patiently, whatever it might be, Kings have been without Drew Doughty since the preseason. Got hurt in Vegas, if you might remember that, on the second shift of the game. And the Kings have been without Drew Doughty ever since, yet somehow have continued to be so good defensively this season. The number 1 defensive team in the National Hockey League entering tonight's game at just 2.5 goals against per game. That's number 1 in the league. They've also got a top 10 penalty kill in the National Hockey League. Tonight, the Kings and the Flyers meeting for the first time this season and for the first of 2 meetings this month. The Kings still without Trevor Moore. He is listed as day-to-day unavailable for the Kings tonight. They will continue to roll with the 11-7. Talked to Kyle Burrows this morning as well. He's fit in nicely as the Kings' 7th defenseman this season, and we'll expect to see him in the lineup for LA again tonight. Kings 18-9-4, second place in the Pacific Division, trying to keep up with Vegas, who still lead the Pacific Division 3 points ahead of the Kings with the overtime loss for LA the other night while Vegas was idle. So a chance to creep up behind the Knights in the division standings. The Kings get 1 of 2 possible points. But 2-1-1 on this trip so far, and 9-2-1 in games immediately following a loss. They will try to make that 10-2-1 tonight after the OT loss in Pittsburgh on Tuesday. The Flyers, under head coach John Tortorella, expecting to see potentially 1, maybe 2 lineup changes tonight outside of the goaltenders. Samuel Ersson went last night for Philadelphia. Alexei Kolosov is expected to start tonight for Torts and the Flyers. But we will talk more about tonight's lineups on the other side of this break. It's the Philadelphia Flyers and the Los Angeles Kings tonight at Wells Fargo Center in Philly. Back after this with more on LA Kings Game Night on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
LA Kings hockey is back. The 2024 season is underway at Crypto.com Arena, and all your favorite theme nights and can't-miss matchups are back. Discounted ticket packs are available throughout the year, so check it out at lakings.com/tickets.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk right in Paul George's face and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another three. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the 6. Cup to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club. Diddy.
The LA Kings and Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app, your destination for LA sports.
This is LA Kings Game Night. Make your voice heard. Call 888-961-ESPN. Back to the action.
LA Kings hockey is on ESPN LA.
On the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Welcome back to Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. It's the Los Angeles Kings and the Philadelphia Flyers for the first time this season. Josh Schaefer with you tonight. This is LA Kings Game Night. Thanks for being with us. Game 5 of the 7-game road trip. The Kings have taken at least a point from 3 of the 4 games already. 2-1-1. They have 5 out of a possible 8 points and have a great opportunity to get back on track tonight before they head to Nashville for the second time this season, where they will begin another set of back-to-back in Nashville on Saturday, and then in our nation's capital to battle the red-hot Washington Capitals. The Sans Alex Ovechkin Washington Capitals as well, who have continued to roll without the Great 8. Those games coming up Saturday and Sunday. But first, here in Philadelphia, the Kings and the Flyers tonight. The Flyers with one lineup change from the game the other night. Emil Andre, the defenseman, slots back in for the Michigan man, Cam York. He is a healthy scratch tonight. They have had a few injuries this season. The former LA Kings draft pick, Nicolas Delorier, who brings a good sense of physicality for this Flyers team, is unavailable. He's been out with an upper body injury since the beginning of November. So they've had a bunch of different line combinations since then. Of course, all after the top line of Joel Farabee, Sean Couturier, the 2-year captain of the Flyers, and the red-hot Travis Konechny. So John Tortorella trots out today a lineup that just has the one change other than the goaltender, and the top line remains the same. Farabee, Couturier, and Konechny. Travis Konechny, top 10, right outside the top 10 in the league in goals, top 20 in the league in scoring. He's got 7 points in his last 6 games. Second line, Owen Tippett, Morgan Frost, and then the terrific young Russian rookie, Matvei Michkov. 9 points in 4 games last week before he has 0 in the last 3 games, up to 27 points this season for the rookie Michkov. Tyson Forster is on the third line with Noah Cates and Bobby Brink. And then the fourth line, Scott Lawton, Ryan Poehling, and Garnet Hathaway over from Metropolitan Division rival Washington 2 years ago. He continues to bring the physicality, which is all that more important without somebody like Nick Delorier for Philadelphia. On the back end, the defensive pairings, all 3 of them have changed. So Emil Andre comes in. He will play tonight with Yegor Zamula. Travis Sanheim, their top defenseman, is with Jamie Drysdale. He's been on the right for the Flyers this season. He is on the left tonight, paired with Jamie Drysdale. And then Nick Seeler, Minnesota man through and through until he came here to Philadelphia. He's with the former Buffalo's Sabre defenseman, Rasmus Ristolainen, as Alexei Kolosov will start tonight for Philadelphia. This will be his 11th game of the season. He's 4-5-1 after coming over from the KHL in Russia last year. At the very end of the season, got a chance to play with Lehigh Valley in the American League. And tonight we'll play in his 11th game for John Tortorella and the Philadelphia Flyers. For the Los Angeles Kings, no changes, not even the goaltender. Alex Turcotte, Anze Kopitar, Adrian Kempe, the surging LA top line. Kevin Fiala is with Philip Deneau and Alex Laferriere on the second line. Warren Fogle, Quinton Byfield, and Tanner Jeannot. And then the fourth line, Samuel Hellenius is back with Akil Thomas. Again, Trevor Moore continues to be listed as day-to-day for the Kings. Those are the 11 forwards for Jim Hiller's LA Kings. On the back end, Mikey Anderson is with Vladislav Gavrikov. A steady pairing of Joel Edmondson and Brant Clark, and Jacob Ovarare with Jordan Spence, the seventh defenseman tonight. Kyle Burrows, as he has been the last 3 games for the LA Kings. And big number 35, Darcy Kemper, back between the pipes tonight for Hiller and the Kings. This is game number 15 on the year for Darcy. He's 7-2-4 this season for LA. The other night, 31 saves on 34 shots, handed the OT loss in Pittsburgh against the Penguins. He is back tonight against Philadelphia. It's Jim Hiller and the LA Kings against John Tortorella and the Philadelphia Flyers here at Wells Fargo Center. The Kings this season, they've been good and more consistent on the road, really having established that identity that they've been trying to set for the first couple months of the season. They're 18-9-4, 40 points, second place in the NHL's Pacific Division. Facing off with a Flyers team, like Pittsburgh the other night, has been inconsistent this year. But the opposite of the Penguins, who've started to turn things around, the Flyers have slumped, having lost 5 of their last 7 games. They are 14-14-4, 32 points, 5th place in the Metropolitan Division standings, like Pittsburgh did the other night. A win over the Kings tonight for the Flyers and help elsewhere will vault them back up in the Metropolitan Division standings. That right now is not very crowded at the top, but is crowded in the middle. The other night in Pittsburgh, the Penguins not only took care of their own business in overtime against the Kings, but the Islanders lost, the Rangers lost, and the Flyers did not play, which vaulted Pittsburgh 3 standings places in the Metropolitan Division. That's how tight things are in the middle. These points so important at this point in the season, especially when you're playing out of conference. These games, it's not quite like, if you lose against a division team, it's not quite a 4-point swing as it is when the Kings are playing other Pacific Division teams. So these ones are fun. Different opponents, different buildings. The Kings and the Flyers will meet tonight for the first time this season. And in this building, the Kings have won back-to-back games. They've won 2 out of the last 3 meetings with the Flyers overall, each team with a win and a regulation loss last season. The Kings winning here in Philadelphia, falling to the Flyers at home at Crypto.com Arena. But in the last 2 meetings, the Kings have taken both games here at Wells Fargo Center in Philly. We will take a break. Puck drop is just around the corner, and former Kings winger Darrell Evans will join me when we come back. It's the Kings and the Flyers tonight in Philadelphia, and puck drop is coming up next on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
You've been listening to Kings Game Night with a look at the Kings' upcoming game. Be sure to join us immediately after the game for Kings Talk. Call in again with your questions and comments at 888-961-ESPN.
And here is Moore in front of Give and Go. Score! How many times have we seen that play down low this season?
Stay tuned for Kings Hockey right here on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
The LA Kings have a new home.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season.
This fall, 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app is your home for every moment of the Los Angeles Kings.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season in only one place. Easy to access, easy to find, easy to enjoy every Kings game and your favorite Kings podcast.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
This journey moves us. it moves us towards a healthier future. It's where setbacks lead to comebacks, where a little humanity goes a long way, and a lot of it can achieve practically anything. This journey is measured not in days, but in lives changed, families cared for, communities strengthened. Because to change what healthcare can be, there's only one direction to go. Well ahead. Blue Shield of California.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk right in Paul George's face and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another three. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the six. Cup to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club. Did he?
The LA Kings and Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app, your destination for LA sports.
Legendary performers heat up the new year in January at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, California's #1 entertainment destination. Start the new year right when you buy tickets to see new wave legends Duran Duran take the stage January 2nd and 3rd. Dance to your favorite songs from hip-hop icon LL Cool J on January 17th and enjoy a night of comedy with Tom Segura on January 23rd. Only at Yamava. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter.
This is the ESPN LA Kings radio network.
ESPN LA and the Los Angeles Kings are proud to present the ESPN LA Kings radio network.
Centering pass by Fiala. Block. Fiala gets it back to the net. Can he shoot? Yes! Score! What an effort!
Every game heard this season with just one tap on the all-new ESPN LA app. Just search ESPN LA in your App Store or Google Play. Download, tap, bam!
You've got LA Kings hockey.
And now it's time for another exciting game of LA Kings hockey.
LA Kings hockey is on ESPN LA.
The LA Kings are brought to you by Toyota. We make it easy. And Vivid Seats. We now go ringside for LA Kings hockey.
From Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia, the 7-game road trip continues. Game 5 of the trip tonight here in Philly as the Los Angeles Kings visit the Philadelphia Flyers. Hi, everyone. With former Kings winger Darrell Evans, I'm Josh Schaefer. Thanks for being with us tonight as the Kings look to bounce back from Tuesday's loss in Western Pennsylvania. They've come back to Eastern PA for their first meeting of the season with the Flyers. Darrell, this has been a really impressive Kings team over the last, let's say, 2.5 weeks, and they have been a tough team to put away in games following a loss this season. 9-2-1 in bounce-back opportunities this year for the Kings. Tonight they visit the Flyers.
I think when you look at the Kings as of recent play, it's been the attention to detail defensively. Just reestablishing and trusting the systems that are in place and then executing. They play a complete 60-minute game. Because of that, they're not beating themselves. They're hanging around each and every game. They're waiting for their moments. And when the opportunity arises, the goaltenders are stepping up and making some very timely saves. So it's been a team effort right from the guys between the pipes, and that's both guys included, and then everybody in all the positions. Collectively as a group, they're real solid. There's a lot of trust within each other right now, and they've been on the road for a while. They're bonding. They're coming together, and they put together a nice string of games over now the last 9 games.
Darrell, you and I spoke with forward Alex Turcotte in the pregame show. He's been really good as of late. Goals in back-to-back games for LA. 4 points from the 4 games on the trip so far. What have you liked about number 15? Maybe not just on this trip, but how he's gotten to this point this season.
Well, I think he's starting to find himself out there. He's not deferring to his line mates. Regardless of who he's on the ice with. In his first number of games when he played in the league, he was always deferring to guys. But now he feels like he belongs, and he's showing that he belongs with the plays that he's making out there. There's no doubt over the summer in the offseason, he became physically stronger. He worked on his speed, his overall game, puck protection, and he's doing a really good job at simplifying the game. I think sometimes when young players come up, they don't realize how much time that they have playing here at the National Hockey League level. Things do happen fast, but because of the intelligence that the guys play the game with, they're not running around like they do in junior and college hockey, and even sometimes in the American Hockey League. So I think he's getting a good read of the NHL, and there's no doubt playing with superstar players like Kopitar and Kempe has really helped his game. They're great communicators on the ice, verbally always in communication with them, and then just doing the right thing. So they lead by example.
The Kings defensively this season, we talked about this in the pregame show as well. Outstanding. First in the NHL in goals against per game at just 2.5. The goaltending has been good. The defense overall, the strong defensive core has been really good, all without Drew Doughty. What have you liked from the Kings defensively on this trip?
Well, everybody coming together, doing it as a committee out there. It's not one or two guys. When you look at a guy like Kopitar, who's your ice time leader at his age, he's also second amongst forwards in block shots. So when you see him stepping into the lane, sacrificing his body as a young player, you've got to do exactly that and a little bit more. So nobody puts themselves above the team. Everything that is done out there is for the result at the end of the game, and that's for the team to pick up 2 points. A lot of guys aren't scoring the way they'd like to be scoring right now, but with the Kings putting up the W's in the win column, that's all that matters. They can contribute in a lot of different ways, and defensively, like I say, everybody has bought into the systems. Their goaltenders have come up with some timely saves, and their goaltenders, they don't see a lot of shots. There's a lot of shot suppression by the Kings, a lot of block shots. The Kings do a good job keeping the puck to the perimeter, but when called upon, the goaltenders are stepping in there, and they're making some big saves.
Yeah, the house lights down. Teams just took the ice here in Philly. What do you like about the Flyers this year?
Well, the Flyers are a team that, there's a lot of offense in their game. They've got some guys that can, if you make mistakes, they're going to pounce on those opportunities. They've got an underachieving power play right now, but the potential of it is very, very threatening. I think if the Kings can play a tight checking game and commit to play 60 minutes, the Flyers are playing in the second game of a back-to-back. Their record this year in the second game has not been good in the previous 5, just 1-4-0. So look for the Kings to establish themselves as they did on Long Island and the other night in Pittsburgh, right from the drop of the puck to go on the attack.
LA Kings 18-9-4, second place in the Pacific Division against the Philadelphia Flyers 14-14-4, fifth in the Metropolitan. They meet tonight for the first time, and the opening faceoff is on the other side of this break on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
RadNet is California's leader in high-quality, cost-effective radiology services with a statewide network of outpatient imaging centers. Each center offers state-of-the-art equipment, providing patients, physicians, and payers the latest advancements, including AI tools for breast, lung, and prostate screenings. RadNet has been a long-standing partner with the Kings for over 25 years. With locations across the state, RadNet makes radiology care convenient for you. To find a location near you, call 1-800-2-RADNET or visit us at radnetimaging.com.
Today's the day for a new Tacoma or Tundra, for a new Corolla or the all-new Camry, for a new Prius or a new RAV4. Yeah, today is the day for a great deal on Toyota's most popular models. Fuel-efficient cars, powerful trucks, versatile SUVs. Check out the latest offers at Toyota.com. Then see your Toyota dealer today. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Toyota.com is Toyota's central for all things Toyota. At Toyota.com, you can get product information, compare models, check out all the latest offers, find a dealer, search our inventory, set up a test drive. You can even build your Toyota the way you want. The road to a great deal on a new Toyota starts at Toyota.com. We make it easy on you. Toyota, let's go places.
The LA Kings have a new home.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season.
This fall, 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app is your home for every moment of the Los Angeles Kings.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season in only one place. Easy to access, easy to find, easy to enjoy every Kings game and your favorite Kings podcasts.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
ESPN.
Just moments away from puck drop at Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. It's the Los Angeles Kings and the Philadelphia Flyers. Tonight's starting goaltenders for the visiting Los Angeles Kings. Darcy Kemper back between the pipes for Jim Hiller and company. He's 7-2-4 this season. Goals against average at .232. Save percentage at .915. Coming off a 31 save overtime loss the other night in Pittsburgh. He's in the net to our left. Alexei Kolosov starts for John Tortorella's Philadelphia Flyers. 4-5-1 this year in his first year with the Flyers for the 22-year-old out of Belarus. Goals against average at .305, save percentage at .889. Kolosov to the right for Philadelphia. Kemper to the left for the LA Kings. Lines are set, ready for the opening faceoff. And Andrei Kopitar steps up against Sean Couturier. The captains battle for it, and Couturier and the Flyers win the opening faceoff. We are underway here at Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. Flyers in the classic bright orange jerseys with the white piping down the shoulders. Black pants, black buckets moving from right to left. Get the puck deep to the LA zone. Kings defending off to our left in the road whites. White buckets, black pants moving from left to right. Right point, Rasmus Ristolainen. Wrists it deep for Philadelphia. Cut off behind the goal by Mikey Anderson. To the corner for Vladislav. Gavrikov couldn't get it out. Pass toward the middle is broken up by Kempe. Fans wanted a penalty on Kempe. Not going to get one as the Kings lift it deep to the Philadelphia zone. Kolosov lets it go into the corner, and both teams will change on the fly 45 seconds in. Kings 2-1-1 on this road trip so far. 5 points out of a possible 8 so far. And for a chance to bounce back tonight here in Philadelphia. Puck deep in the LA zone. Kings break out. Got a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Fiala up the right wing. Pass across to the left side. And then fanning on a slap chance in front was Deneau. Puck toward the far circle. Scooped up there by Philadelphia. And they will look to break out of their own zone. Rink-wide pass near side. Intercepted by LA. Fiala spins it free. Laferriere steps in right circle. Shoots. Save Kolosov. No rebound. With a minute 19 off the clock here in Philadelphia.
Well, an opportunity there. The Kings had a brief 2-on-1. It wasn't a clear 2-on-1. Fiala did a really good job looking to make an area pass. Unfortunately, the pass was maybe a little bit too aggressive. He was just trying to put it into a spot where Deneau could skate into it. And then Laferriere follows up with a shot. The other night, Laferriere, 11 shot attempts in the game. So good to see him in that shooting mode. And this time he hits the net on the first shot.
Right circle face-off for the Kings in the offensive zone. Byfield to take the draw against Ryan Poehling. And Poehling wins that face-off against QB. Flyers right to left out of their own zone. In the neutral zone, Scott Lawton had it knocked away. Kings take it away at their own line, but it will get whistled down for a hand pass. Tanner Jeannot, not thrilled, but the face-off going to come back in front of the LA Kings bench, just outside the Kings zone.
Yeah, face-offs are going to be important, and this is an area where the Kings want to continue to keep improving. That leads to time and possession. Again, the Flyers are a team that played last night in Detroit. A little bit of travel coming back. They did not skate this morning. The Kings elected to do a full skate today for a pregame skate, so we'll see where the energy pays off here in this hockey game.
Neutralized draw won by the Flyers, and from the left side, banked off the glass by Emil Andre and deep. Around to the far side, Warren Fogle loses it behind the Kings' net. Drop back pass from Mo Ferrari up the near wall, and the Kings will bank it off the glass and out to center ice. Retreating to pick it up, Lawton runs into trouble. Byfield forechecking hard. Byfield tries to kick it free and forces a turnover. Kings left circle, and Jeannot got bumped down to the ice, lost the puck, chases it down behind the goal, and checks Andre into the wall. Andre gets it back, sends it up the near boards, and then spinning out of it, check Poehling, then got pushed down to the ice by Jordan Spence. Flyers in possession at center ice. And then lifted in deep by Scott Lawton. Kings back to get it, chase it down in their own zone. Now turning back up the ice through the neutral zone, Fiala left wing, and then lifted in deep by big Samuel Hellenius. Chased down by Fiala and Thomas. Behind the goal, Fiala pokes the puck free. Scooped up by the Flyers in the far corner by Garnet Hathaway, and then played out to center ice. Right to left over the Kings line. Sanheim comes in, shoots, saved by Kemper. Didn't know where the rebound was, but not a ton of pressure on him, so we'll scoop it up with 17:28 remaining in the first period.
Yeah, with Sanheim coming down that left side, not much of an angle. A great job by the defender, keeping him outside there. That was actually Akil Thomas being in the defending position right there. Kept him to the outside. Sanheim, when he throws the puck to the net, he's looking for a rebound to come back maybe into the slot area. But the goaltender, Kemper, did a really good job at angling his pad and his stick, keeping the puck tight to him.
Another face-off won by the Flyers. Near point shot turned away by Kemper. Rebound near wall. Then played back up top, held on to Ristolainen. Shoots tipped in front by Frost. Saved by Kemper. Loose puck right corner. Slung back up top. And then around to the left wing side. Long shot sticked away by Kemper. That came in from the defenseman Sealer. Slap pass behind the goal. Frost. Around the far circle. Plays it toward the blue line. Then chipped toward the middle. Owen Tippett right circle. Ran into Andrei Kopitar. Kings captain wasn't having any of that. Played around the wall. Kings still can't get it out. And then Kempe backhands it out the center. Turcotte and Kopitar after it. Flyers regain possession at center ice to now Morgan Frost for Philadelphia. Centers it. In they come Konechny. And he might have been offside, or at least I think the Flyers maybe thought he was, and then turned over in front. Konechny checked by Kopitar and lost the puck. Kings send it out to center ice. That was dangerous.
Yeah, it sure was a turnover, but again, who was there to bail him out? Andrei Kopitar. He was right there in the right spot, and he prevents the Flyers from getting a grade A chance.
Kings enter up the right wing. LaFerriere cross-ice pass deflected away by Philadelphia. Now they skate right to left over the Kings line. Send it up the right wing. Couturier turned it over. Now Fiala with a chance down the ice. Has to slow down. Drops it back. LaFerriere shoots. Save Kolosov. Rebound to the far wall. And Konechny spins it out to center ice right onto the tape of Joel Edmondson. He slaps it in deep. Kolosov slows it down behind the goal. Rimmed around to the near side. Flyers let it go out to center ice. And it won't go far enough deep to the Kings zone for an icing. So Brant Clark retreats to collect as both teams change forward groups. And pass up the right wing. In comes Fogle. Tries to step past one man. Centered, but it was behind Byfield. Now Janot left wing wall. In deep. Had it cut off there by Yegor Zamula. Kings intercept and hold it in. Left wing wall. Byfield slaps it around the wall clockwise. Spence right side shot. Deflected away. Byfield on it left corner. Checked into the wall. Tried to find it. Couldn't. Held in left point by Moverari. Kicked it back into the zone. But now the Flyers skating out of their own end and through neutral ice. Up the right wing side. Centering pass was past everybody. Kings will scoop it up and start back the other way. Byfield over the Flyers line. Leaves it for Thomas. Drop back shot. Spence. Kick save Kolosov. Rebound scooped up by Philadelphia. And back into their own zone here trying to break out. Andre played it around the wall. And now the Flyers out to the neutral zone. And Tyson Forster will shoot it deep. And the Flyers will change.
Good read there by Jordan Spence, jumping up, becoming the odd man on the attack. A nice feed from Akil Thomas. He one-timed the shot, and the goaltender very alert. Let right leg go out and taking away the bid to the low corner.
Flyers escaping their own end. Scott Lawton feeds it up the right wing. Held on to there, and Drysdale centers and deflected away. Picked up by Paling left wing boards. Lawton hovering, and Garnet Hathaway, the former Washington Capital, there as well. Works the puck free around to the right point. It's Drysdale, then to the left side. Banked in deep, and then behind the goal, Lawton. Tied up there, keeps the puck moving. Back for Lawton, edge of the trapezoid far side. Keeps it moving to the corner. Centering pass, wrapped in front off the side of the goal, I believe. If Kemper got a toe to it, it's an easy early candidate for save of the game. Center point, Drysdale fakes a shot, backpedals, then back to the blue line, turned to shoot, got blocked away. And now Sanheim in deep. Back up top, long blast, blocked in front again, and Burrows let it go to the goaltender, Kemper, who covers, and a crowd draws right on the top of the Kings goal crease. 13:58 to play in the first period, already entertaining early on, but no score. Kings and Flyers here at Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. Back after this on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, groundbreaking research meets unparalleled expertise. It's where care is 100% tailored to kids. Every specialist, every room, every innovation revolves around one thing: your child's unique needs. CHLA's world-class experts pioneer groundbreaking cures that set the standard nationwide and have been providing the best care for kids in California for more than 124 years. Whether it's for routine care or a life-saving need, families turn to CHLA when the outcomes matter. Find a doctor at chla.org.
In the heart of Los Angeles, a legacy of greatness takes the ice, and in the courtrooms, where passion meets precision and every moment counts. Kings fans deserve a winning team on and off the ice. CD Law fights for justice like the Kings fight for victory. CD Law is the official law firm of the Los Angeles Kings. Winning, it's what we do. Visit cd-lawyers.com for a free consultation. That's cd-lawyers.com.
FanDuel Sports Network is your new home for your home teams. Watch all the big hits, big shots, big goals, all in one place.
for unrivaled coverage of your LA Kings. Visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com today and stream live tonight.
710 ESPN.
13:58 remaining first period here in Philadelphia. Kings and the Flyers scoreless. Josh Schaefer, Darrell Evans with you tonight. Game 5 of the 7-game road trip. Kings are in Nashville on Saturday for an early game out west. And then less than 24 hours later in Washington, D.C. to meet the Capitals.
And a possibility of Alexander Ovechkin being in the lineup on Sunday. They ruled him out for tomorrow, but a possibility to get a game in before the holidays, so that would be amazing there again. Ovechkin, 27 goals short of becoming the all-time leading goal scorer in the NHL, trailing only the great one, Wayne Gretzky.
He's been out for a little while, got hurt last month in Utah, and hasn't played since. A lower body injury, got hit knee on knee, but trending toward a return. Good for number 8.
And at the time of his injury, 15 goals leading the NHL at 39 years of age.
He really is unreal. Flyers trying to step into the offensive zone, back underway, and another timeout for an offside against Philadelphia, 13:49 left. But, Darrell, I mean, he is somebody that I was looking forward to seeing Sunday in D.C., and then that injury happened, and I thought, probably not going to see him until second half when they visit L.A. And now, the guy that he was out skating with his former line mate Nick Backstrom last week, taking one-timers by himself out there with Backstrom.
Gee, I wonder how that's the drill that he's doing.
Yeah.
He is the master of the one-timer.
He should work on it a little more.
Oh, please, no. Wait till Monday.
Kings step into the offensive zone, back underway, and a long shot easily gloved by Kolosov. Yeah, Ovechkin could wait until next week.
Yeah, you look at his statistics. You know, in the NHL, how many guys score 300 goals? He's got over 300 power play goals. You know, it's just phenomenal numbers, and everybody's knowing basically since the first year or two where he's going to be, what he's going to do, and yet you still can't solve him.
And he scores in every way too. He leads the league all time in empty net goals too, and that's not even half his total. It's just he just scores in every way, shape, or form. Flyers D-zone face-off win, try to clear, end up sending it into their own bench. It might have gone off of Brant Clark, who was trying to hold it in, and maybe it didn't. It looks like it's going to be an ozone draw for L.A. Joel Farabee doesn't like it. He's saying that it went off Brant Clark and into the Flyers bench.
Yeah, we got a little conversation going right now. One of the referees is stepping in with the two linesmen, so we'll see the way this rules, but they might be saying that, again, off the Kings, but the way the puck was dumped out from the Flyers defense, it may have already been on its way over, but they are going to bring it outside. So the hometown crowd here, they bully the referees into pushing it outside the blue line. That's why they're known as the Broad Street Bullies here in Philadelphia.
That's true. Here in Philly now, the arena across the street from Lincoln Financial where the Eagles play, which is across the street from Citizens Bank Park where the Phillies play. Cool little setup here. Got Xfinity Live, the sports bar, in between the three.
Yeah, the Spectrum used to be on the same property as well up to a few years ago.
Right here on Broad Street, yeah. Flyers win the drop.
Oh,
center ice. Two players just ran into each other for the Flyers. In comes Kopitar. Holds up right circle. Kopitar centers, deflected away. Left circle held on to by LA. Cross ice pass. Edmondson blasted wide. Rebound Clark. Left wing. The defenseman in deep trying to center for Turcotte, knocked away. Chipped up the wall by Travis Konechny. And then the Flyers turn it over at their own line. Tip toward the right wing. Clark couldn't hold it in. Was a little too far out of position, so he'll back off. As Sealer rims it around the wall and the Flyers come out to center ice. Now Couturier left wing. He'll shoot it around the wall. And fresh on the ice, Fiala scoops it up for the Kings and banks it out to center. Tipped in by LaFerriere. Nice move around Drysdale. Chases the puck down, but in there first, Travis Sanheim. Kings hold the puck in, left wing side. Deneau battling for it. Owen Tippett hovering. Kings take it away. It's Fiala. Tries to give it to LaFerriere. Knocked down. LaFerriere muscles it to the blue line. Left side, Anderson shot deflected away. Rebound Deneau. Slings it behind the goal. It jumped away from Fiala. He'll scoop it up right wing corner. Steps up top toward the blue line. Turns and shoots. Blocked in front. And then picked off the ice by Tippett. He'll lift it way up in the air and bounces it into the Kings zone.
Yeah, that bid by Fiala from up high actually hits Deneau in front of the net, and he just happened to be skating there trying to distract the goaltender, but it goes off his hip.
Kings in their own end. The Flyers will allow the Kings to slow things down as they go off for a line change. 11:50 to play first period. No score. Kings and Flyers 4 shots apiece here in Philadelphia. Kings send it deep to the Flyers zone. Kolosov out of his net to get it. Shoots it around the wall near side. Byfield holds it in with a little bit of help from one of the referees, right wing corner. Kings battling for it in the offensive zone. Cycled down into the corner. Picked up there by Emil Andre, the defenseman for Philadelphia, but he can't clear. Moverari holds it in and shoots it around the wall. And scooped up by Zamula. He can't clear either. Kings knocked it down, but now out to center ice. They'll regroup. Moverari, great pass, right wing side. In comes Fogle, trying to lay it off toward the middle. It's blocked away. Fogle after it, right wing side. Tried to center, got knocked away, and behind the goal, Janot just ran right over Andre. And now the Flyers with Zamula out of the zone. Pass up the left wing side. In comes Forster. Skates down in deep. Muscled off the puck there by Jordan Spence. And now Jacob Moverari. Along the wall, Byfield tries to force it out just inside the blue line. Instead, Moverari will pick it up and drop it back behind the Kings net.
Good communication there, Spence. When Moverari got the puck, his back was towards the play. Spence yelled for a reverse, sends it in behind the net. That allows the Kings to exit the zone clean.
Kings need to change. They'll get all 5 off and a new 5 on. Kings back in their own zone now. Tipped forward and then scooped up by Thomas at center ice. Thomas up the left wing. Got Hellenius in front. Drops it back. Laferriere flicks it over the goal. Rebound in the corner. Laferriere behind the goal now for Hellenius. Tiptoes left side toward the left circle. Snapped in front by Edmondson, blocked. And now puck dribbling around to the right corner. Thomas on it for LA. Battles for it. Base of the right circle. Chip toward the blue line. Knocked down by Burrows. Feeds left point. Edmondson shoots. Glove save by Kolosov. With 10:07 remaining in period 1. And some shoving begins at the back post. Hathaway and Thomas involved. Akil Thomas not usually in scrums like this. Garnet Hathaway is. And now the parties will separate and head back to their respective benches.
Yeah, last couple of days we've talked to Jim Hiller, and just with regards to the play of guys like Hellenius and Akil Thomas. And he said the last couple of games, they maybe have not gotten the ice time that they've earned, but he's going to try and play him a little bit more. He's definitely going to have to play him more in the weekend when the Kings play a back-to-back situation. And right there, we see Laferriere getting rewarded. He gets a double shift because the Kings going with 11 forwards. He gets out with Akil Thomas and Hellenius out there. And already in this period here, halfway through the period, Laferriere 2 shots on goal and 3 shot attempts.
Kings win an O-zone face-off to get play back underway. Clark shoots. It was blocked up in the air. Kings will collect behind the goal. Turcotte around the wall, trying to center it. It deflects all the way out of the zone and down the ice. Yeah, Daryl, the other night, only 5 minutes for big Samuel Hellenius, but Hiller's been very outspoken about how big of a fan he is of 79. Kings left point shot, or right point shot, deflected behind the goal. Turcotte banks it around the wall, up top, held on to by L.A. Kempe, give and go toward the left side. They try to center. It's deflected right into the glove of the goaltender, Kolosov. 9:30 remaining in period 1 here at Wells Fargo Center in Philly. Kings and the Flyers, no score here in Philadelphia tonight. First period action resumes after this on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
The LA Kings have a new home.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season.
This fall, 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. is your home for every moment of the Los Angeles Kings.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season in only one place. Easy to access, easy to find, easy to enjoy every Kings game and your favorite Kings podcast.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
We are your sports station. 710 ESPN.
Kings and the Flyers tonight here in Philadelphia. The Kings, winners of 7 of their last 9 games, 7-1-1 in that stretch. That's the best record in the National Hockey League of any team over the last 9 games. But trying to bounce back from Tuesday's loss in Pittsburgh tonight. 9:30 remaining in the first period. No score, Kings and Flyers. And an O-zone face-off for Philip Deneau to the goaltender Alexei Kolosov's right-hand side in the far circle. Gets us back underway here in the first period. And Deneau wins the draw, but it's immediately whistled down, and we're going to do it again.
You know, you look at the shots, there's been unofficially 11 shots on goal, favoring the Kings 6-5. Of the 11 shots, 9 of them have come from defensemen. The only other 2 shots not by defensemen, LaFerriere's got 2 for the Kings.
And not many inside. Kings win another face-off here to get underway. Gavrikov tried to slap it in deep. It's blocked by Philadelphia, and then they will skate out. Sanheim, the defenseman, up the right wing. He dumps it deep. And the Kings after it behind the goal. Gavrikov got shoved before he could play the puck. Deneau drops it back to the blue line, but not out. Sanheim holds it in. It's intercepted by LA. Break chance. Down the ice. Fiala. Backhand. Scores! Kevin Fiala on the breakaway. And with 9:07 remaining in the first period here in Philly, it's 1-0 LA.
Now, Kevin Fiala, he was due. He's played some great hockey over the last couple of weeks, and he does a great job getting in behind the defense. A lot of hassle coming from the backside. Drysdale lifting his stick at the last second, but the strength of Kevin Fiala patiently brings the puck to his backhand, sweeps it around the left pad of the goaltender for an early 1-0 Kings lead. It comes 9:07 left here in the first period.
The Kings score first again on this road trip. Kevin Fiala converts on the breakaway. A nice backhand while losing his balance and falling down to the ice. His 11th goal of the season. And he has the Kings ahead 1-0. But we'll have a little bit of a false start on the faceoff to resume play. And Tanner Jeannot steps up to the circle and wins the draw to get us back underway here in Philadelphia. Tipped up the right wing, and Deneau chases it down along with Bobby Brink as the new 2 number 10s come together. Behind the goal, Byfield sends it around for Fogle left corner. Fogle, one of 4 LA Kings on this year's team to be drafted in this building here in Philadelphia back in 2014. Another one, tonight's opening goal scorer, Kevin Fiala, assisted by Philip Deneau to give the Kings a 1-0 lead. And with 8:38 left in the first period, Philadelphia guilty of icing.
Yeah, that combination there, Fiala, Deneau, and LaFerriere, they've been dominant over the last couple of games. We talked about the shot attempts of LaFerriere, 11 last game. Fiala with 11 last game. A game-high 6 shots on goal for Fiala. But tonight he gets rewarded here with his first shot on goal as he gives the Kings the 1-0 lead.
Scrum for it. Bodies going down to the ice off the draw, the Philadelphia zone. They'll take it away and skate out to center ice. We had a chance to talk with Kevin this morning. He said, you know, the results haven't been there the last few games, but we feel like they're coming. And sure enough, here in the first period, Deneau to Fiala, and the Kings lead 1-0. Flyers right to left, skating out of their own zone, taken over by Grant Clark just inside the Kings line. Sends it off to his D partner, Joel Edmondson, and the Kings will slow it down in their own end. Left to right, out to center ice. And it backhanded in deep up the left wing, Hellenius. On the second effort, he will wrist it in.
This time it's Fiala getting the reward shift. He goes out there with Hellenius and Akil Thomas.
Hellenius taken into the wall by Drysdale. Flyers work the puck free and then drifted toward the middle. Scooped up by Philadelphia with Paling. Then a cross ice pass to the right wing over the Kings line, dropped in deep. Flyers after it, left wing side. Dropped around and Lawton comes in. He'll flick it behind the goal. Lawton last Thursday in Detroit, a 4-goal night for number 21. In his 12th season with Philadelphia, he's got 7 goals on the year, 4 of them against the Wings last week here in this building. Flyers through the neutral zone. Cross ice pass jumped away from Farabee, but then dribbles back to him along the right wing wall. Centers for Konechny, tried to give it back to Couturier, the captain, fighting with a stick that's lying on the ice, couldn't get it to go. And LA out of the zone. Up the left wing, Kempe speeds in, left circle, shoots, deflected away off the glass. Not sure if that went off the goaltender's stick or if it hit the side of the goal. Now the Flyers out into the neutral zone. Kempe nearly stripped it away. Farabee down the middle, hands it off left wing, cross ice pass from Konechny, intercepted by LA, and now they come out of the zone again. Turcotte loops it in up the left wing. Kings forwards need to change, but Turcotte did not gain the red line, so it's an icing against LA with 6:45 left.
That's not a bad thing when you have to bring guys like Kempe and Kopitar back after they hit the bench, because those are the guys that you want out there. Kopitar, the Kings' best in the faceoff circle. One thing that's been noticeable on this road trip, Josh, is the Kings' chances coming via the rush, and that's where the goal by Fiala is scored. They've done a good job at creating a lot more speed through the neutral zone. That was something that they were looking to add to their game this year.
Flyers win the draw, try to push it back to the blue line, but it goes all the way out of the zone, and that allows the Kings to change. Stretch pass intercepted by Kopitar. Now he'll go off the ice as LaFerriere tried to step in, was stripped of the puck of the blue line, and now Philadelphia right to left into the neutral zone. Andre up the left wing. Chips it in deep. Edmondson over to get it. Then up the far wall for LaFerriere. Tied up by Zamula. Centering pass intercepted by the Kings with Deneau. And now Edmondson glances up the ice. Kings will start a rush to break out. The right wing, Deneau lets it go. This is another icing against the Kings. I'm not sure if that pass was maybe behind Deneau, handcuffed him a little bit, but it's icing against LA with 6:10 left.
I think he may have thought he had a line mate beside him, letting it go a stretch pass maybe to the blue line, but a little bit of miscommunication there brings the face-off back. Shots right now unofficially favor the Kings 8-5. Philadelphia at one point in the game led the Kings 4-1 on the shot clock. All 5 shots by the Flyers have come via their defense.
Face-off in the offensive zone for Noah Cates, but Kings win the draw, chipped around the wall, and it caroms out to center ice. Noah Cates for Philadelphia. I was talking with Kings insider Zach Dooley today, and he said, Noah Cates, I feel like there was a guy with a similar name who played for Philadelphia. And I was like, yeah, I think you're right. It was his brother Jackson Cates. He played for Philadelphia a couple years ago. He's now in the AHL. Those two played together at Minnesota Duluth, and then here in Philadelphia. Noah's still here, and he's taken the draw for Philadelphia. Just lost his second straight draw. Kings out of their own zone. Up the right side, Gavrikov dribbled the puck a little bit. Didn't have great possession of it, so he chips it up the wall. Flyers intercept and send it back in. Centering pass in front. Cates backhand scores! Noah Cates in front. He lost back-to-back draws in the O zone, but he comes in and ties the game 1-1.
We'll wait and get a look at that. Looked like there was a little bit of a miscommunication there by the Kings. Kings had a couple of guys commit towards the boards, but as Cates made his way through the slot, it seemed like the Kings were maybe not quite aware of where he was. And when Cates got the puck right there above the hash marks, quick little fake to his forehand, brought it back to his backhand, elevating it over the extended pad of the goaltender Kemper to knot the game at 1.
Bobby Brink along the near wall. And the Denver product just muscled it to the middle for Cates, who was all by himself. And it's 1-1 with 5:40 to play here in the first period. Kings in their own zone to resume play. Saucer pass over the blue line. Jeannot spins it up the left wing. Centering pass for Byfield. He couldn't collect it, but he forced it in deep. Flyers will take it away. Chipped up the near wall and right to left over the red line comes Garnet Hathaway. The left wing, Hathaway collides with Anderson in the corner. Cates from Brink and Tyson Forster to tie the game at 1 for Philadelphia here in the first period. Puck near corner. Battling for it. Hathaway chips it free behind the net. Paling tried to center. Now Lawton turns and shoots deflected. Base of the right circle held on to. Centering feed save. Rebound. Andre stopped by Kemper with the right pad, and the Kings will clear it down the ice. And it will make it for an icing with 4:51 left. That's a couple of breakdowns for the Kings in their own zone. One that allowed the Flyers to tie the game, and another one that required Darcy Kemper to make a big stop.
Yeah, good read there by Darcy Kemper, reading that play and come across strong to his right. But as he came across, he was a real aggressive and diving out, and that took away the angle. And that all started just with an innocent play. The Flyers from a bad angle throwing the puck to the net. This time they were able to get the result they were looking for, and that was the rebound back in the slot. That led to that grade A scoring chance there. That one there coming off the stick of Andre, right about 20 feet out.
Shots are 8-8. Score is 1-1. Under 5 to play. Flyers win an O-zone draw on Konechny left wing. Turns and shoots. Knocked away by Byfield. And now the Kings lift it out to center ice. Glove down by the Flyers. Try to come back in. They are in onside. Byfield takes it away. Steps up the right wing. Gives it to Fogle. Tries to spin the puck deep, but it's intercepted by Konechny. Kings need the change. Flyers out of their own zone. Stretch pass up the wing. Knocked down by L.A. In comes Kempe, right wing. Got a step. Kempe to the front. Shoots. Save. Kolosov. Great power move to the front of the goal by Kempe, but couldn't beat the goaltender Alexei Kolosov. Played down and deep to the right corner. Flyers try to get it out of their own end. Clark held it in the zone for a moment, and then down the middle, Ristolainen forces it out to center.
Yeah, when Kempe got that puck on a stick, Sealer, the defender, was a little bit flat-footed, and Kempe went in aggressive, dropped his left shoulder, brought it back to his forehand to create a great chance.
Kempe to Kopitar, right wing, centers, Clark shoots, save, rebound, just jumped away from Turcotte. Oh, he was all by himself in the high slot, but couldn't corral it. Now the Flyers in a 2-on-1. Tippett centers, knocked away by Spence. Michkov back post. He got tied up, and now the Kings will take it away. Lifted up the wall, knocked down by the Flyers, and L.A. intercepts. Right wing Spence. The defenseman gains the red line. He'll shoot it deep as L.A. changes on the fly. Kings collect left wing. Hellenius in after it. Lost the puck to Michkov, and then lifted out to center ice. Spence tries to slow down Owen Tippett, who then angles to the right side. Moverari tries to slow him down now. Takes it in deep, and a sharp angle shot blocked by Spence. Puck around to the near corner. Byfield collects and leaves it back for Spence behind the goal. Around for his deep partner, Jacob Moverari. And now the Kings out to center. Byfield enters up the right wing, got bodied up as he stepped over the Flyers line. And now Philadelphia right to left over the red line. Pass toward the middle. In comes the goal scorer, Cates, as he steps to the left wing. Held up along the wall, and Brink lost it. Kings play it high off the glass, out of the zone and down the ice. It will not make it for an icing as Yegor Zamula is back to get it for Philadelphia. Neutral zone for Cates. Over the Kings line left wing. Down and deep for Brink. Got turned around in the corner looking for the puck. Cates is there as well. He's scored to make it 1-1 here in the first period. Puck jumps up the wall and out toward the middle. Held in by Philadelphia, but a dump in deflected right into the glove of Mikey Anderson. And the Kings break out. LaFerriere over the Flyers line. Drops it back. Fiala right circle. Steps to the middle. Fiala shoots, save. Rebound knocked around far post. It jumps free. Knocked away by the Flyers. Fiala intercepts, but his centering pass is intercepted by the Flyers and cleared down the ice. Chased down by Garnet Hathaway. Collects the puck in front of Edmondson. Rims it around the wall for Scott Lawton. And then back down and deep. It's cut off by Edmondson for L.A. Played up the wall. Flyers hold it in with Sanheim. And in deep, Kemper out of his net to get it. Shoots it around the wall. Deflected toward the blue line by Deneau and out to center ice. He almost kind of bunted that puck out to center ice. That hit like way up on the shaft of the stick. Flyers come back in. Right circle toward the middle. One-timer fired wide by Drysdale. Rebound chipped up the wall. Now the Kings trying to break out, but the puck kind of died behind LaFerriere and he couldn't get it out. Now he forces it past Konechny into the neutral zone. Kings try to enter up the right wing side, and Byfield after it. Tries to force it in deep. Played in the corner by Fogle. Up toward the blue line. Spence waits, turns, leaves it for Moverari left circle. The pass was too far in front of his partner. And now the Flyers 2-on-3 if they hurry. In comes Farabee, right circle. Farabee, blocker saved by Kemper. Rebound toward the blue line, out to center ice. Now a breakaway for Moverari. He drops it back. Byfield, great move with one hand on his stick to keep the puck in play. And over to the right wing. Board battle for it. Byfield knocked down, went down awkwardly, and is slow to get up. And now the Flyers work it free. Couturier turned around by Jeannot. Jeannot wants to go. Couturier doesn't want to. Kings have the puck. Spence wants to enter the zone but can't because Jeannot's offside. So he'll loop the puck into the zone. Kolosov leaves it there for Zamula with 40 seconds left in the period. Couturier might have got away with a boarding. Up the right wing comes Frost into the Kings zone. Turned around by Kempe and lost it. Kempe gets it. Squirts it free for Turcotte, and now the Kings out to center ice. Kopitar with 25 seconds left. Turned it over to Owen Tippett at the Flyers line with 20 seconds. And now Philadelphia on their own end. Jeannot went after Couturier after he hit Byfield, but he didn't want to go. Kings nearly force a turnover at center ice. Fans wanted another tripping call on Kempe, won't get it again. Gavrikov with a poke check into the neutral zone for the final 5 seconds. And Drysdale will slow the play down, and that will bring period 1 to a close. Kevin Fiala opened the scoring for the Kings on the breakaway, and then Noah Cates tied it with a one-on-one move to get past Darcy Kemper. And this game is 1-1 through 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think when you look at the scoreboard, Kings getting on the board first, Flyers battling back and evening things up. A couple of good scoring chances at both ends of the rink. I thought both goaltenders come up with some really timely saves. The Kings would like to clean things up defensively, and that goes back to the last game when they played against Pittsburgh. They felt they gave away too many grade A opportunities, and here in this first period, 9 shots on goal. For the first half of the period, they were sound. Not a Flyers player, not a Flyers forward had a shot on goal. All their shots came from the defense, but that changed after the Kings took that 1-0 lead. They've got to get back to dial in, checking, playing with patience. 60 minutes, all 5 guys on the ice. We're not at it 1 through 20 minutes of play.
Kevin Fiala's 11th for the Kings. Noah Cates 4th for Philadelphia. And this game is 1-1 through 20 minutes of play. We'll take a break. LA Kings insider Zach Dooley joins us after this on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk right in Paul George's face, and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another 3. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the 6. Cut to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club. Did he?
The LA Kings and Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app. Your destination for LA sports.
In the heart of Los Angeles, a legacy of greatness takes the ice. And in the courtrooms, where passion meets precision and every moment counts, Kings fans deserve a winning team on and off the ice. CD Law fights for justice, like the Kings fight for victory. CD Law is the official law firm of the Los Angeles Kings. Winning, it's what we do. Visit cd-lawyers.com for a free consultation. That's cd-lawyers.com.
710 ESPN.
Welcome back to Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. Josh Schaefer joined now by LA Kings insider Zach Dooley for a segment of Dooley Noted.
Call Dooley. Dooley. Let's call Dooley. Dooley, that's a good part. Dooley in the house. Right? Dooley's in the house. Yeah.
Duly noted.
Duly noted. Duly noted.
Well, Zach, certainly an entertaining first period here in Philadelphia. The crowd was into it. Each team scores a goal. What were your thoughts on the opening 20?
I agree. I thought that was the right word, entertaining, right? I don't know if it was a clean period of hockey. I'm not sure it's a period of hockey the Kings are going to love. I don't think it was really played in their style. But as someone up here just watching the game, I certainly was entertained. There were a lot of chances at both ends. It's 1-1. It probably could have been like 3-3 if not for some good goaltending, right? But lots of offense, lots of opportunities, but not necessarily the style the Kings like to play.
I think at some point, there was the breakaway for Kempe, and for Cates in front, he was one-on-one. It seems like somebody's got to score on a rush chance, right? Because how many did we get back and forth? The Kings probably had 2 or 3 good rushes, the Flyers with some as well, and the Kings aren't typically a great team off the rush offensively. They were on this trip earlier in New York where the Rangers, not a great defensive team off the rush, but it's just very open.
Very open, right? Like, I don't know if I would say track meet style, but kind of in that vein, right? It's certainly more of a trading chances game than the Kings like to play. They're not typically a rush team. They're more of a sustained offensive zone team. I thought the Deneau line has really led the way for the Kings offensively. Alex Laferriere alone had 2 or 3 really strong chances, in 3-on-2 off the rush situations. So I thought that line was really good. They get rewarded with Fiala's goal. I thought it was well deserved, and they were the best line in Pittsburgh the other day. And I thought they were probably the best line in the first period here as well.
Zach, it's interesting. We talked with Kevin Fiala this morning, and he said, not just for himself, but also the power play. I thought it was interesting because it was kind of the same for both his line and for the power play these last few games. Hey, our chances are there. I feel like we're playing really well. We look really good, but the results aren't there. Here in the first period, That line is the one that creates. They were good the other night. What have you taken away from the way that, Fiala has played these last couple of weeks and kind of how he's spoken about what his line's been able to do?
I think he's been really strong since those 2 games at home, especially those Minnesota-Dallas games. Really, since the Kings have gone 11-7, I think Fiala has really raised his game to the level that we know he's capable of. This isn't like a new level for Kevin Fiala. It's just kind of the best version, of him. And even though the goals aren't maybe going in or the assists aren't there as much as you might like, he's playing by far his best stretch of hockey, and I think it's why you see him used so regularly as the third guy with Hellenius and Thomas as well. You always see him as that first forward, kind of cycled down in the 11-7. He's getting the extra time on the power play, playing on both units. And when he's playing like this, Jim Hiller is going to continue to use him because he is a game-breaking, high-level offensive player. So good on Kevin. I think he's really playing some of his best hockey right now. And when he's on his game in that way, he's very hard to stop.
Well, LA Kings insider Zach Dooley. Unfortunately, we didn't hit all the breaks in the first period because it was such an up-tempo game, so we got to cut this short. But it's only fair, I think, that I mentioned yesterday we played indoor mini golf, and Zach Dooley was 1 stroke shy of setting the course record. I'm not even joking, so I feel like I have to bring that up just to congratulate you again. It's so close, but I mean the amount of hole-in-ones was interesting.
Josh, you can cut my segment as short as you want as long as you mention my mini golf accolades. I'm good with it. We're cool. We're good.
Well, we've already looked to see if there's some in Nashville as well later this week. We'll take a break. First intermission reports back after this on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk right in Paul George's face and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another 3. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the 6. Cut to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club. Did he?
The LA Kings and Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app. Your destination for LA sports.
Los Angeles Kings Kids Days are back. Bring the whole family out on December 28th, March 22nd, or April 5th. And the first 5,000 kids in attendance ages 10 and under will receive an exclusive figurine per game. Collect them all at lakings.com/tickets.
My name is Drew Robertson. I drive a Toyota Tacoma TRD off-road 4x4. I knew my truck was always going to be evolving to my needs for my travels. Ultimate dream is to do Alaska, the most northern point, and drive all the way down to Patagonia, the most southern. It's called the Pan America Trail. That's my ultimate vision, ultimate goal.
Today's the day for a great lease or a low APR on a new Tacoma 4x4. See all offers at Toyota.com. Then see your Toyota dealer today.
It's easy to buy or lease any new Toyota and easy to own one. Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care no-cost maintenance. You're covered for all normal factory scheduled service for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. Performed by certified technicians using genuine Toyota parts. See your dealer for Toyota Care details and exclusions. Valid only in the continental U.S. and Alaska.
We make it easy on you.
Toyota, let's go places.
710 ESPN.
Kings and the Flyers tied 1-1 here in Philadelphia after one period of play. Josh Schaefer and Daryl Evans with you tonight. Thanks so much for being with us. Kings in the first period. We just talked with LA Kings insider Zach Dooley about how entertaining the first period was. It certainly was entertaining, and the Kings did score first. Have a chance to listen back to the highlight now of Kevin Fiala's opening goal for the Kings. That's a line that's been really good for LA as of late, and they finally cashed in a breakaway opportunity for Fiala to open the scoring and make it 1-0. Well, that's okay. The Kings and the Flyers tied 1-1. Fiala with his 11th from Philip Deneau at 10:53 of the first period. That lead only held for 3.5 minutes until Noah Cates scored his 4th of the season. A little defensive zone breakdown for the Kings. Bobby Brink centered it to Cates for the goal to tie it 1-1. Cates' 4th from Brink, and Forster at 14:11 made it 1-1. Shots on goal in the first period. The Kings with 11 and the Flyers with 9. We will take a break, get you set for the start of period 2 when we come back on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Did you know that Crypto.com is the official crypto platform of the LA Kings? That's right. But did you also know that Crypto.com is the world's fastest growing crypto app with over 100 million users worldwide? You heard that right. Over 100 million users worldwide. Now with the Crypto.com app, you can easily buy and sell more than 350 cryptocurrencies only with the Crypto.com app. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play. That's the Crypto.com app, and remember, fortune favors the brave. Go Kings, go.
This journey moves us. It moves us towards a healthier future. It's where setbacks lead to comebacks, where a little humanity goes a long way, and a lot of it can achieve practically anything. This journey is measured not in days, but in lives changed, families cared for, communities strengthened. Because to change what healthcare can be, there's only one direction to go. Well ahead. Blue Shield of California.
In the heart of Los Angeles, a legacy of greatness takes the ice. And in the courtrooms, where passion meets precision and every moment counts, Kings fans deserve a winning team on and off the ice. CD Law fights for justice like the Kings fight for victory. CD Law is the official law firm of the Los Angeles Kings. Winning, it's what we do. Visit cd-lawyers.com for a free consultation. That's cd-lawyers.com.
FanDuel Sports Network is your new home for your home teams. Watch all the big hits, big shots, big goals, all in one place. For unrivaled coverage of your LA Kings, visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com today and stream live tonight.
The LA Kings have a new home.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season.
This fall, 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app is your home for every moment of the Los Angeles Kings.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season in only one place. Easy to access, easy to find, easy to enjoy every Kings game and your favorite Kings podcast.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
710 ESPN.
Welcome back to Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. Daryl Evans along with Josh Schaefer. We're at the end of one period of play. It's the Kings and the Flyers tied at 1. Busy schedule around the NHL. Let's get you caught up in the games underway. Second period in Tampa. The Lightning lead the Blues 2-0. In Columbus, second period. Blue Jackets 2, Devils no score. Pittsburgh in Nashville. The Predators have taken a 1-0 lead. Marche shows 9th of the season. Getting underway shortly. Seattle will be in Chicago against the Blackhawks. Ottawa in Calgary. The Bruins in Edmonton against the Oilers. Canucks against the Golden Knights. And wrapping up tonight's schedule, the Avalanche. They'll be in San Jose. And that gives you a quick look at a busy schedule tonight around the NHL. And here in Philadelphia, at the end of one period, it's the Kings and the Flyers tied at 1. We'll be back with the second period. You're listening to ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Did you know that Crypto.com is the official crypto platform of the LA Kings? That's right. But did you also know that Crypto.com is the world's fastest growing crypto app with over 100 million users worldwide? You heard that right. Over 100 million users worldwide. Now with the Crypto.com app, you can easily buy and sell more than 350 cryptocurrencies only with the Crypto.com app. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play. That's the Crypto.com app, and remember, fortune favors the brave. Go Kings, go.
This journey moves us. It moves us towards a healthier future. It's where setbacks lead to comebacks, where a little humanity goes a long way, and a lot of it can achieve practically anything. This journey is measured not in days, but in lives changed, families cared for, communities strengthened. Because to change what healthcare can be, there's only one direction to go. Well ahead, Blue Shield of California.
In the heart of Los Angeles, a legacy of greatness takes the ice. And in the courtrooms, where passion meets precision and every moment counts, Kings fans deserve a winning team on and off the ice. CD Law fights for justice like the Kings fight for victory. CD Law is the official law firm of the Los Angeles Kings. Winning, it's what we do. Visit cd-lawyers.com for a free consultation. That's cd-lawyers.com.
FanDuel Sports Network is your new home for your home teams. Watch all the big hits, big shots, big goals, all in one place. For unrivaled coverage of your LA Kings, visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com today and stream live tonight.
The LA Kings have a new home.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season.
This fall, 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app is your home for every moment of the Los Angeles Kings.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season in only one place. Easy to access, easy to find, easy to enjoy every Kings game and your favorite Kings podcast.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
We are your sports station. 710 ESPN.
Kings and the Flyers retaking the ice here at Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. Josh Schaefer and Daryl Evans with you tonight. And they played to a 1-1 tie in the first period. Daryl, what were your thoughts on the opening 20 minutes?
Well, I thought it was a really good start by the Kings. They were really sound, and it's not what they were doing offensively, but more importantly, what they were doing defensively. They were really solid. Didn't give the Flyers anything. Their forwards did not have a shot on goal midway through the period. So I'd like to get them back to that structure. The last couple of games against the Penguins and now the Flyers in this first period, it's not that the Kings are playing poorly, but when they're having breakdowns, they're giving up grade A scoring chances. So the goaltender, Darcy Kemper, come up with a couple of big saves in that period to prevent the Flyers from being ahead. So a little bit more structure in the game. Both teams' defense very active. Of the 20 shots combined between the two teams, 10 shots came from the defense, 5 from each team. So the defense doing a good job at filtering the pucks towards the net. I thought the Kings had a couple of good scoring chances, but they gave up a couple as well. The line with Fiala, Deneau, and Laferriere. Again, Laferriere, 3 shot attempts, 2 shots on goal. Or, pardon me, 4 shot attempts, 2 shots on goal. Fiala, 2 shots on goal, 3 shot attempts. So that line spending a lot of time in the offensive zone and getting their chances.
So the goaltender switched sides. Darcy Kemper to the net to the right. Alexei Kolosov to the net to our left for Philadelphia. And Sean Couturier for the Flyers and Andrei Kopitar for the Kings set for the opening faceoff. Kopitar wins it back for Gavrikov. And period number 2 underway tonight here in Philadelphia. Behind the Flyers net, wrist a line and turned it over. Up top, a shot deflected away. Anderson let it go. Hit a body in front. Kings in possession, offensive zone. Anderson slaps it toward the goal. Deflected by both Kempe and Turcotte and wide. And then the puck to the far side. Farabee got tied up by Gavrikov. Kings take it away. Drop back pass toward the blue line from Turcotte. Anderson shot deflects away. Then sent back in front. Kopitar got tied up. Kempe slapping for it. Loose puck. Diving save by Kolosov to Rob Turcotte. And the Flyers will ice it. Oh, I'm not sure if Kolosov actually got it or if it hit a Flyer in front. Either way, somebody in orange just robbed Alex Turcotte.
Yeah, I think it was Farabee, the forward. He was right there at the top of the crease here as the puck came across. Farabee come across, and he got his right skate on it. He ends up making a toe save on the outside of his right skate, getting it out there. Just a great extension of his leg, taking away a grade A chance by Turcotte.
That is outstanding by Joel Farabee.
So he's their backup goalie.
Yeah, he's the backup goaltender tonight.
Or the emergency, the E-Bug.
E-Bug Joel Farabee. D-zone face-off win by the Flyers, and now Farabee banks it off the boards and out toward the King zone. Konechny scoops it up, shoots. Blocker saved by the goaltender, and then the rebound sent out to center ice by L.A., taken over by LaFerriere. He'll slap it deep to the Flyers zone. Out comes Kolosov. Definitely got a new sense of confidence knowing that your first line of defense, Joel Farabee, has got you covered as well. Long shot by the Flyers with Forster as they enter the zone. Now the Kings out of the zone, speeding right to left. Here comes Fiala, tried to stick handle to the middle, had it chopped right off his stick and out to center ice.
That's where you want to see that puck get in deep. You know, you appreciate what Fiala does with the puck, but sometimes you got to look at the situation. You're going into an outnumbered attack. Get the puck in deep and allow your line mates to get to it.
Flyers ice it again, 18:36 left here in period number 2.
Yeah, the Flyers here in this period, first period, had a little bit of trouble getting pucks towards the net. Their forwards did, and early here in the second, a couple of forwards had chances. Konechny coming in off the one side, Forster off the other side. Both players put the puck on the net. Shots now even at 11 apiece.
Face-off in the offensive zone for Quinton Byfield against Morgan Frost. The puck drops, and we will do it again. It remains Frost against Byfield. Near circle to Kolosov's right. Byfield, the big lefty forward for L.A., wins the draw. Pulled to the blue line, Mo Ferrari. Over to the right point, Spence. His shot blocked. Ends up behind the goal. Wrap chance on the backhand. Score! Fogle tucked it in front. Tanner Janot finished it off. And with 18:29 to play in the second period, the Kings are back in front, and it's 2-1 L.A.
Oh, that's a classic type of goal there by Janot. The filter from up high. Spence gets it towards the net. It goes in behind. Fogle picks it up. He tries to wrap it around. It ends up bouncing on a couple of skates, and Janot was right there at the edge of the blue paint. He was able to find that puck. He jams it in for his 4th of the season, and a 2-1 Kings lead. They score in their first shot on goal here in the second period.
Second goal, 4th point in the last 7 games now for Tanner Janot. Fogle with a great sense to just tuck that puck back in front, and the Kings are back in front too. 2-1 here in Philadelphia. Now LA back into the neutral zone. Janot turned it over now. Lawton steps in. Cross-ice pass for Hathaway was between his skates. He goes down awkwardly in the corner, coming together with Mo Ferrari. Now played around to the right point. Held in by Philadelphia. Played down in deep. Into the right corner. Tucked behind the goal. Hathaway had it in his skates. He got tied up by Spence. Janot, the goal scorer. Hovering there for LA. Can't get it out. Flyers spin it into the right corner. The LA goal, Janot, is 4th from Fogle and Spence to give the Kings a 2-1 lead. Now the Kings 3-on-2 the other way if they hurry, but tired skaters out, they'll chip it in deep. Fogle and Byfield stay on the ice. Janot will go for a change, but the Flyers send it into the neutral zone and turn it over again. Kings will send it back in. Around the wall, LaFerriere braced for a check. Got it in deep. Byfield is still out there for LA. Tuck around to the near wall. Byfield, or Thomas. He held it in. Byfield goes for a change, and now the Kings out. Taking it away just inside their own blue line. Joel Edmondson up the near wall. In comes big Hellenius. Hellenius to the left circle. Tucks it in front. Save. Swept off the goal line by Emile Andre. And now the Flyers the other way. Left to right over the Kings line. In comes Tippett. Tried to pull it to his backhand and had it tipped away. And Hellenius banks it off the glass. Can't get it out yet. Burrows in front of the Flyers bench. Then got help from Hellenius to get it out to center ice. And now Hellenius lays it in deep. He'll go off for a change. Oh, I'm sure his eyes got very wide right there looking for his first NHL goal.
Yeah, he did a really good job there coming in off the left wing, protected the puck, didn't draw the goaltender quite over to his left far enough to be able to leave that puck there, and good opportunity. That was kicked aside, but good to see him take the initiative and take the puck to the net.
Things come in. Right point, Gavrikov. Hands it off to Kempe. He'll skate up top and at the blue line holds it in. In deep for Turcotte, then for Kopitar in the right corner. Tries to take it up top. Fended off by Ristolainen. Turned it over. Out come the Flyers. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Up the left wing. Connecting to the right. Pass across is knocked away by the Kings. What a play by LA defensively as they step back in. Kopitar. Cross-ice pass. Tipped away from Kempe and out to center ice. Here come the Flyers again. Left to right over the LA line. Left circle. Wrist shot. Save. Kemper. Rebound. Ends up behind the goal and scooped up by Joel Edmondson. He will lift it up in the air and out to center ice. Kings try to take it in. Kopitar couldn't find a wobbling puck at the blue line. And now Kempe lifts it back in. And the Kings closing the door during a line change. The backup goaltender, David Riddick, closed the door. It almost pinballed the puck back out onto the ice. And now the Flyers are offside with 15:34 remaining in the second period. You don't see that all the time. A bouncing puck right toward the Kings bench. And Riddick kind of slamming the door shut after it was left open during a line change. Kind of kicked it back out to the ice.
Well, go back to that goal by Jeannot, his fourth of the season. In his career against the Flyers, Jeannot's got some modest success against them. This is just the sixth time that he's played against the Flyers. He now has 3 goals, 3 assists for 6 points, so a point a game against the Philadelphia Flyers.
Flyers send it through the neutral zone. They end up touching it up offside at the Kings line with 15:22 left. Shots are 13-12 LA. 2-1 the score with Jeannot's fourth goal of the season here in the second period.
Yeah, I talked to Tanner this morning a little bit about his line, and he says, I got to find my way to the score sheet. He says, I got to go to the net. He says, I got to be physical out there. And he's seen all of that in his game here tonight against Philadelphia. Physicality, challenging Couturier in the first period there. And then here in the second period, where does he get his goal? About 2 feet out, right there at the edge of the blue paint, getting himself in a position, and then finding the back of the net.
Back underway, Flyers out of their own end. Long stretch pass toward the goal. Forster couldn't get it to go. Centers off the side of the goal and out toward the blue line. Held in by Zamula. He sent it in deep. It's intercepted by the Kings and out to center ice. Fiala with LaFerriere. Feeds LaFerriere up the right wing. Shrugs off a check. LaFerriere, nice move to the right circle. Got knocked down and lost the puck. Kings hold it in. Left point, Clark. Backs off. Turned it over at the blue line. Now Bobby Brink on a breakaway. He can tie it. Brink. Pad save, Kemper. A toe save at the near post to deny Bobby Brink, and he keeps the Kings ahead 2-1. Now the Kings right to left over the blue line, and they come Fiala. Backs off, waits for help. Cross-ice dump in just because the Kings need to change, and now the Flyers can regroup in their own end.
Kings had better clean things up defensively because they're playing very careless with the puck. Long changes in the second period, extended shifts, and the Flyers have had some great chances.
Kings hold it in, puck toward the left circle, chipped out by Philadelphia and into the neutral zone. Moverari loads up and shoots it right back in. The Kings almost uncharacteristically open defensively tonight. Number 1 team in the league defensively coming into tonight's game. Kind of been a little shaky tonight. Byfield steps in, tried a blind pass to the right wing to nobody. It's intercepted. Flyers with a 3-on-2. Centering pass knocked away by Moverari. He will settle it down. Fanned on a pass. Turned it over. Flyers come back in. Wrap chance. Saved by Kemper at the near post on Scott Lawton. And now, with 13:49 left, we will take a much-needed break for the LA Kings. Jeannot has LA on top 2-1. 13:49 left in the second here in Philly on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Legendary performers heat up the new year in January at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, California's #1 entertainment destination. Start the new year right when you buy tickets to see new wave legends Duran Duran take the stage January 2nd and 3rd. Dance to your favorite songs from hip-hop icon LL Cool J on January 17th and enjoy a night of comedy with Tom Segura on January 23rd. Only at Yamava. Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter.
This journey moves us. It moves us towards a healthier future. It's where setbacks lead to comebacks, where a little humanity goes a long way, and a lot of it can achieve practically anything. This journey is measured not in days, but in lives changed, families cared for, communities strengthened. Because to change what healthcare can be, there's only one direction to go. Well ahead. Blue Shield of California.
Did you know that Crypto.com is the official crypto platform of the LA Kings? That's right. But did you also know that Crypto.com is the world's fastest growing crypto app with over 100 million users worldwide? You heard that right. Over 100 million users worldwide. Now with the Crypto.com app, you can easily buy and sell more than 350 cryptocurrencies only with the Crypto.com app.
Download it now at the App Store or Google Play. That's the Crypto.com app, and remember, fortune favors the brave. Go Kings, go.
710 ESPN.
Kings lead the Flyers 2-1 here in Philadelphia at Wells Fargo Center. 13:49 left in the second period. Well, Wells Fargo Center, home of the Flyers, home of the Philadelphia 76ers in the NBA. They played in Charlotte on Monday. They will host Charlotte tomorrow in this building. The Eagles play across the street. They beat the Steelers the other night while we were in Pittsburgh watching the Kings play the Penguins. The Phillies play across the street as well. All the sports venues except for the MLS Philadelphia Union are right here, all together. They share a parking lot.
Yeah, one of the best setups across North America as far as I'm concerned. All the cities that we've been to, just having all the teams playing on the same property, the amount of parking that is out there, access in and out of the facilities, onto the grounds, it's just phenomenal.
I mean, the parking lot takes up an entire area code. Yeah. 13:49 left. D-zone face-off taken by the Kings. They lead Philadelphia 2-1 tonight here in Philly. Behind the Kings net, Turcotte spins it around far side. Touch pass toward the middle. Kings can't clear yet, and then turn it over. Backhanded in deep. Farabee bodied up behind the goal by Gavrikov. Kings try to work the puck free. Anderson is there as well. The three Kings forwards parked in front of the net. Puck comes free, and now Kopitar guides it free for Turcotte. Kings in a 3-on-2 through the neutral zone. Kempe up the right wing, goes at Sanheim, shoots, deflected away. Anderson, base of the right circle, turns and throws it off the side of the goal. Puck to the right corner, scooped up by Jamie Drysdale, former Anaheim Duck, acquired by the Flyers last year. As they come in, shoot saved by Kemper, easily turned away. Farabee guides it to the blue line. Long shot, they cannot score! Oh, it was on the red line, and Kemper turned around, dove, and swatted it out of the blue paint. Oh, it was drifting toward the goal line. Nearly 2-2. You could have breathed on the puck and it would have gone in. Kings in their own end, 12:40 left in the second period, and they will ice it. With 12:38 left, they lead 2-1. It was almost 2-2.
Yeah, just looking at that play, Philadelphia threw the puck towards the net. From the point, it comes out, goes off the heel of the goaltender, the inside of his right skate, it looked like, by Kemper, but Kemper had the presence of mind. He come across, it looked like the puck was going laterally, but you can never touch it or trust it. The way it was still on edge, it can go any direction, but Kemper wisely waved the puck out of harm's way there, and Kings dodge a bullet again. 18 shots now by the Flyers. We're not even at the midway part of this game yet. Too many chances given up by the Kings.
Kings can't break out of their own zone here, but Thomas trying to get it out was checked and it deflected into the Flyers bench. The Kings will say that Kemper made a great heads-up play, which he did. The Flyers will say that there was too much snow buildup on the red line. We're getting an overhead angle at it, too. I mean, that is right across. I think it might have was going toward the near post.
Yeah, I don't think it was going to cross the line on its own. I think it would have, depends on how it bounced off the pipe.
Yeah, if it hit the pipe with enough force and then went in, that makes sense. But it was just dribbling along the red line. Like there was an invisible force field right there. Turns out there was one wearing number 35. Kings sent it through the neutral zone, and the Flyers will take over with Yegor Zamula at their own line. Back through the neutral zone. Owen Tippett, the former Florida Panther, sends it up the right wing. Cut off by Burrows for the Kings behind Kemper in the Kings net, and rimmed around to the far side. Even with the hash marks along the left wing wall, just inside the Kings blue line. And now LA works the puck free again, and here's Joel Edmondson. Lifts the puck way up in the air, knocked out of the air by LA with Thomas, but turned over, and the Flyers back the other way. Tippett, drop pass, in comes Michkov. He shoots, saved by Kemper, no rebound, with 11:45 left, and then Michkov, who was skating toward the goal, got taken down. Tippett goes after Burrows, as does Sean Couturier, fresh on the ice. And now, a do-si-do in the right circle.
Yeah, we get a little bit of pushing and shoving going on there, and Tippett on that shot. Michkov with that chance coming in, and he was given way too much room. Again, the Kings giving up their blue line. You look at where Edmondson was. He was down below the face-off dot when Michkov let that shot go. Kings have to defend further out, and just going towards the net. It was actually, Michkov was tripped up by Edmondson. It wasn't for going towards the goaltender. He was just going in that direction, and Edmondson got his stick conveniently tangled up in his feet. Could have been a penalty.
It could have been a penalty.
I think the fans here, they're a little on the antsy side right now. There have not been any penalties called. We're almost through the midway part of this hockey game, so fans letting the referees right now know. And this is a tough crowd in here. They've been known to boo Santa Claus in this building, so one of the toughest crowds in the NHL.
Well, the refs were not popular last night in Detroit either, as the Flyers lost to the Red Wings. The Kings force it out of the zone all the way down the ice. It's an icing against LA. If you're unfamiliar with what happened last night in Detroit at Little Caesars Arena,
yeah, that's
the referees. There was a tripping penalty that should have been called on the Red Wings. The referees one referee raised his arm to call a penalty. John Tortorella pulls the goaltender for the extra skater, only for the Flyers to get called for too many men. Tortorella raises hell, only for there to be, at the end of the day, not one penalty called in the game, and the referees were adamant that they did not raise their arms. It's on video. They did.
Yeah, the referee definitely put his hand up, whether or not he was doing a deodorant commercial or whatever he was doing, but his arms went straight up, and then all of a sudden he pulls it out of nowhere. Eventually, no penalty was called, and everything stayed okay and even the way it was on the ice.
Just was asking for a bathroom break. Back underway, 11:20 to play, second period. Flyers through the neutral zone. Up the right wing comes Bobby Brink. Sit back to Noah Cates. He's got the goal for Philadelphia. Drops it back for Brink. He got tied up. Kings holding it along the wall. The defenseman Sanheim in deep beneath the hash marks as well for Philadelphia. Jabbing for it along the wall. He pushes it free. Behind the goal of Ferrier had it and lost it. Kings fighting for it in the trapezoid now. Comes free to the near corner. Tied up there. Gavrikov takes a man out of the play, and now Fiala in possession for LA near wall. The Kings 3-on-3 into the neutral zone. Fiala fires it deep as the Kings change.
We got a penalty coming up here.
Coming against Philadelphia.
Yeah, it's going to be a high stick against Forster as Kevin Fiala dumped the puck in. Forster tried to make contact, and it ended up making contact with the face of Fiala. Whether or not it's going to be a 2 or 4, I think it's only going to be 2.
Philadelphia, number 71, has a 2-minute minor for high sticking.
Yep, fans not liking that one, but it's a no-brainer when you look at the replay. Shoulder was missed, and then the stick on the follow-through makes contact with the side of Kevin Fiala right there along the side of his right ear. So a chance here for the Kings, who have not been at their best, especially here in the second period. They get a chance to expand their lead. Last game in Pittsburgh, they had a couple of power plays. Their second one was effective. They didn't score, but a lot of shots going on. I'd like to see him take that same shot mentality here tonight.
They win the face-off to get this power play underway as Tyson Forster sits 2 minutes for high sticking. Kings top power play out to the blue line. Clark steps to the middle, feeds to the left side. Kopitar back up top. Clark to the right circle. Then Clark one-timer tipped, save Kolosov. Rebound. Byfield reached in to try to poke it, but then covered by the goaltender Kolosov. With 10:25 to go in the period and 19 seconds off of the penalty.
Yeah, it was Byfield with the tip in the mid-slot there. At the top of the umbrella, we see Clark let the shot go, and then Byfield gets a touch on it. The goaltender Kolosov did a really nice job at reading it. He came out to challenge the shot, and it was eventually able to block it and get his glove on top of it, not giving the Kings a second chance.
LA 1 for 10 on the power play over the last 5 games, and 0 for on this road trip so far. They have not given up a power play goal. They have not scored a power play goal in the 4 games on this trip. Win the draw. Kempe across for Fiala. Now to Clark left circle. Back up top. Kempe. One-timer. Saved by Kolosov. Rebound Fiala. Sends it to the blue line. Kempe lost it out to center ice.
Yeah, you look at the penalty kill for Philadelphia. Struggling 9 goals against over the last 8 games. 9 goals on 24 penalties.
Step back in. Fired around the wall. Fiala. Drops it, Kopitar, blue line at the right point. Bank pass for Fiala, right circle and deep for Byfield. Try to tuck it to the front. Loose puck. Kolosov reaches forward and pounces on it. Whoa, bunch of whacking out in front. Ristolainen slashed Clark's stick away from the top of the goal crease. Clark might have had one late swat in there looking for a loose puck. And parties will separate Flyers look like they're going to change the penalty killers, but the Kings' top power play 5 will stay out there.
Yeah, smart play there by Byfield. When he got the puck right down on the goal line to the left of the goaltender, he tried to come back behind his back between his legs and get it to the top of the crease. And it ends up hitting the goaltender, not allowing that puck to end up clean. Otherwise, Kempe was right there.
Flyers win the draw, clear it down the ice. Textbook defending right there, I think, by Ristolainen. Just dropped his skate down to the ice and deflected it away. That puck squeaks through his legs. It's right on the tape of Adrian Kempe. Kings on their own end. Top power play unit still out. 50 seconds to go on the penalty. Whoa, somebody went down and fell in orange in the neutral zone. Kings come back in. Kopitar sends it to the blue line. Clark turns. Cross-ice pass for Fiala. Back for Clark center point. Feeds Kempe. Top of the left circle. And deep for Kopitar. Then Kempe. Left circle. Fanned on a pass. And then taken by the Flyers and cleared down the ice.
Yeah, smart play there by Kopitar. He gets himself to the bench, allowing Deneau to come out there. Fresh legs for the back 30 of the final of the penalty.
Kempe stays out along with Byfield, rimmed around the wall, and Deneau lets it go to the blue line. Taken now by LaFerriere, steps to the middle, rather Spence turns and feeds Deneau right circle, shot deflected away. Flyers can't clear. Fiala scoops it up near wall. Skates up top, feeds Spence center point, tiptoes right side. Now Fiala sidesteps Lawton, fishes it free for Byfield. Left wing wall, Byfield sidesteps Lawton again, drops it back up top. Power play comes to a close. Turcotte leaves it for Spence, who turned it over at the blue line. Out come the Flyers. Lawton, left wing, slap shot, save Kemper from the wall. Behind the net, wrap chance, knocked around, and they score. Tyson Forster out of the penalty box and into the back of the net. It's 2-2 with 8:30 left in the second period. On another really bad breakdown by the Kings here at Wells Fargo Center.
Yeah, just no communication going on whatsoever between the Kings. The puck comes out high, a blind pass up by Byfield, and then Spence. Somebody's got to be talking to him from the bench just to say, get the puck in deep. They throw the puck towards the net. The wraparound, Kemper was a little bit late coming across. That should have been in the back of the cage. The wraparound attempt, that was coming in for the Flyers. That by Lawton, and then Forster, he was able to bank it off the post to the left of the goaltender and then off the goalie into the net. We're not at a 2.
Forster with a goal and an assist tonight. He makes it 2-2. And right after the big penalty kill, the Flyers come down and tie the game. Kings retreating back into their own zone, trying to pick it up behind the goal, worked away from Joel Farabee, and now the Kings into the neutral zone. Ferrier weaves his way in up the left wing, tries to sidestep one man, steps past Drysdale, skates in deep, and the Flyers can't clear. Right side, Gavrikov holds it in front of the Kings bench. Waits, shoots, it's blocked between the circles, scooped up by Couturier, who steps to the far wall, and now the Flyers break out. Penalty upcoming against LA. The goaltender doesn't realize he's just parking it in the net, but if you're the Flyers, I guess you can't be too... You got to be careful. I guess you never know if it's a penalty or not. Zamula back to get it in front of what is now an empty net. 6-on-5. Flyers have tied it, and a delayed penalty here to the Kings. Travis Konechny leaves it for Michkov. Tries to sidestep Fiala. Around the 2 Flyers logos at center ice. And now Emile Andre. Still in the neutral zone. Tippett up the right wing. Speeds in. Right circle. Tippett with a step. Rep chance. Save by Kemper. Right post and then touched up by Gavrikov. With 7:03 remaining in the second period, the Kings are going to be shorthanded for the first time.
Yeah, the Kings just look real flat right now, and they're going to have to get some adjustments here,
number 10,
get their pace up.
For tripping.
We'll take a break. Flyers to the power play in a 2-2 game when we come back on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks, and it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app, you use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y, you get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
The LA Kings have a new home.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season.
This fall, 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app is your home for every moment of the Los Angeles Kings.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season in only one place. Easy to access, easy to find, easy to enjoy every Kings game and your favorite Kings podcast.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
We are your sports station. 710 ESPN.
7:03 to play second period. 2-2 game, and the Kings will be shorthanded for the first time today. Tanner Janot takes a minor penalty, and he will go to the Kings penalty box to give the Flyers their first power play of the game. A draw to Darcy Kemper's right in the offensive zone for Philadelphia. A struggling Flyers power play, but they seem to have a lot of momentum as we resume play. Puck drops, Kopitar wins it. And the Kings rim the puck around the wall and clear it all the way down the ice.
Yeah, that power play for the Philadelphia Flyers. Over the last 11 games entering action tonight, just 3 of their last 23. They don't get a lot of power plays as well, but very inefficient.
Konechny down the middle, feeds right wing for Bobby Brink as they step into the zone. Poke check from Anderson to poke it deep to the Kings zone, but into safe LA possession, and the Kings clear it.
Good read there by Kopitar, coming on the underside of that puck to make sure that he's on his forehand. So when he gets it just off to the right post of the goaltender, he's able to get the puck out easily the length of the ice.
Flyers with a poor zone entry. They turn the puck over again. Kings smack it to the blue line. Konechny holds it in right point, and they come top of the right circle. Brink down and deep to the right corner. Now Konechny, base of the right circle, trying to feed Couturier behind the goal. And the Kings come crashing in there, work it free. Gavrikov pokes it free, and now Byfield skates down the middle, one-on-one shorthanded. Weaves out to the left side. Byfield tried to step to the middle, lost the puck. And then taken by Philadelphia in their own end with under 6 to play in the period. Already less than a minute to go on the Philadelphia power play. Chipped up the left wing, drop back pass deflected by the Kings. Right circle, shot saved by Kemper off Owen Tippett, and the puck out of play behind the goal.
Yeah, a little bit of a broken play there on that puck coming across. It goes off a stick, and it ends up right on the stick of Tippett. And Tippett was able to come in. He got right to the face-off dot, try to put it over to the left shoulder of the goaltender. A little bit of room there, but Kemper did a good job at coming across, kept his chest and his shoulders back. It goes off his shoulder over the net. Face-off will be deep in the Kings zone to his left.
5:47 left in the period, 44 seconds to go on the power play for Philadelphia. Off the face-off, puck to the right wing, then up to the blue line. Andre, long shot, save Kemper, rebound Farabee. It jumped over his stick, base of the right circle. Gets it back from Frost, centers over to the left circle. Nice move, Tippett in front, centering on a backhand blocked. Then back in front toward the right circle. Frost shoots, blocked again by the Kings. Loose puck swatted at by Forster, but held in by Frost. Toward the left circle, tiptoes around Edmondson and speeds behind the goal. Sends it up top to the right point. Emile Andre over to the left side, and then back for Andre toward the middle. Feeds left circle. Andre gets it back left point in front of the Flyers bench. In deep base of the left circle, cutting to the front, knocked away by the Kings. Swatted to the wall by Edmondson with 5 seconds to go on the power play. Toward the blue line, cross-ice pass. Frost, top of the right circle, steps in. Kings back to full strength. And now Tippett right circle. Feeds in deep for Frost in the trapezoid. The lefty forward, center, score! Forster has another here in the second period. And Morgan Frost made that slip pass look really easy. And the Flyers have their first lead of the game. It's 3-2.
Well, again, the Kings just nonchalant in their coverage. They had bodies in place. Just as the penalty expires, Kings with bodies all over in the defensive zone, but they just oblivious to the open guy, and Forster was right there. He waited for that puck to come out, and the Kings forwards Too much space there. Forster finds the back of the cage, and for the first time, the Flyers have a lead. It's 3-2.
This is Tyson Forster's first multi-point game of the season. Forget about 2 points. He's factored into all 3 Flyers goals tonight, and he scored twice on his own. And now it's 3-2 Philadelphia. They're in front for the first time tonight as they flip the puck into the Kings bench from their own zone. And we will take a break. 4:45 to play, second period. The Flyers have scored twice. They lead at 3-2 here at Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. You're listening to the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
The LA Kings have a new home.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season.
This fall, 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app is your home for every moment of the Los Angeles Kings.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season in only one place. Easy to access, easy to find, easy to enjoy every Kings game and your favorite Kings podcast.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
710 ESPN.
Tyson Forster has 2 goals in less than 4 minutes in the second period. The Flyers have outshot the Kings 15-5 in this frame, 24-16 in the game, and the Flyers lead for the first time tonight with 4:45 left in the second period. Kings send out the top line for an ozone faceoff in front of the goaltender, Alexei Kolosov.
Yeah, so uncharacteristic the way we've seen the Kings play, especially here in the second period. But it goes back to the latter part of the first period when Philadelphia was able to tie the game at 1. Kings did regain the lead 2-1, but the Kings have just given up too many chances against. And again, that shot total, I think, tells the story. 24 shots against. Kings usually don't give up that many in a game.
Kings take the puck away in the offensive zone. Puck around the wall. Spence holds it in right point in front of the Kings bench. Finally taken out to center ice. Kopitar has to retreat with the Kings. Would have been offside. And now LA through the neutral zone again. Fired in up the right wing. Karam's behind the goal and behind the goaltender Kolosov, who came out to play it. Then flipped back into the neutral zone. Here comes Garnett Hathaway up the right wing. He got taken down and tumbled into the corner. Not an easy guy to take down, but he might have just lost his footing while he was getting checked. Kings lift it forward. Kempe into the neutral zone. Kopitar slipped and couldn't corral the puck. Now the Flyers slap it in up the right wing. Can't connect. Not going to be an icing. Konechny's back to get it for the Flyers in the offensive zone. Kings trying to chip it behind the goal. Konechny knocked it down again. Played it up to the left point. Sanheim toward the middle. Farabee back for Sanheim left side. Toward the right point. Farabee steps up toward the wall. Cross ice pass. Collected by Couturier fresh off the Flyers bench. Forces it back to the blue line. Trisdale shoots, punched away by Kemper. Rebound Farabee left corner. Hands it off to Konechny. The lefty or the righty forward around the circle. Then banked by the Kings out into the neutral zone. Flyers regroup. Jamie Drysdale lifts it in. Glove down by the Kings. And then loose puck in front. Lifted over the goal. Farabee with another good look. They could have made it 4-2. The Kings defensively all out of sorts tonight as they force it forward. Knocked down by Drysdale. Flyers hold it in. Drop back pass. Tipped away by LaFerriere, but not yet out. Sanheim holds it in. In deep for Konechny. Turned it over behind the goal. Tried to give it to Farabee. Intercepted by Anderson. And back into the neutral zone where the Kings give it away again. A stretch pass through neutral ice for Farabee. Cross ice pass deflects into the Kings bench with 2:57 remaining in the second period. Darryl, that was a tough shift for the Kings. They just couldn't seem to get out of their own end.
Yeah, there's been a lot of tough shifts by the Kings. The DNA of this hockey club over the last number of years has been defensive play, puck management, and that has all been absent from the Kings game here. The things that they're given for Philadelphia, not taking anything away from the way the Flyers are playing. They're playing aggressive in that, but self-inflicted wounds by the Kings right now. They've got to do a better job. They've got to get through this period. No worse than they are right now, but they'd like to get a little bit of momentum, get some pucks, and spend some time at the other end of the rink. The ice is pretty fresh down there.
Kings win a neutral ice draw here. Get us back underway. Puck through the neutral zone. Backhanded in deep by Hellenius. Fiala out there with Hellenius and Thomas for this shift. Kings still going with the 11 forward, 7 defenseman setup. 3-on-3 for the Flyers now back to the neutral zone. Kings with Clark back to get it. Rimmed it around the wall. Hit a body and kept in by the Flyers. Now behind the net, Clark. Got Edmondson with him. Tried to play it out of the zone. Hit Michkov, I believe, up high. Looks to be okay as the Kings come out of the zone. Fiala, cross-ice pass. In come the Kings, right side. Saucer in front for Hellenius. Fanned on a centering pass. Ends up behind the goal, and Owen Tippett takes it away and lifts it out to center ice.
Yeah, that pass by Clark, right idea, or a nice idea, but that pass, even if it does connect, by the time Hellenius got it, he was on the goal line.
Flyers in their own zone. Janot threw a check on Emile Andre. Back at the Flyers line. Clark turns the puck up the wall in the Kings zone. Flyers take it away. Held on to and then taken in deep by Cates. Spins away from Byfield. Up the wall. Long shot deflected toward the goal. Knocked away. Then a loose puck. Tried to play it back to the far post. Forster for Brink, but the pass was behind him. Puck behind the goal. Scooped up by Philadelphia. Knocked away, and now Joel Edmondson for LA. Backhands it off the glass. Deflected by the Kings. And finally out to center ice. But right to Rasmus Ristolainen. And the Flyers will regroup with 90 seconds left in the period. Kings take it away at their own line. Byfield turns it back up the left wing. Deflected into their own end by the Flyers. Fogel after it. Comes together with Ristolainen and now Janot. Steps out from the trapezoid. Bank pass up the wall. Left point Gavrikov. Back for Janot. Turns and shoots. Save. Rebound. Knocked toward the near wall. And then Bobby Brink. Through the neutral zone, Brink steps over the dueling Flyers logos at center ice and turned it over. Kings step in. Turcotte left wing. Mishandled the puck. But the Kings keep it in the zone. Left point, Gavrikov shoots it in deep. Karam's around the wall for Turcotte, right corner. Got Forster draped all over him. What a period it's been for Tyson Forster. And now the Kings turning it over at the Flyers line, but it's deflected, or rather shot right into the Kings bench. So with 48.9 seconds left, the face-off. Is it going to go back out to center ice, or is it going to go deep to the Flyers zone?
Yeah, it
should go back to the Flyers end.
Yeah, it's going to come back into the Flyers zone. And again, just puck management by the Kings. Kopitar picking up the puck, trying to come back up high, but the Flyers are very aggressive right now. They've given the Flyers confidence. Flyers, again, playing in a back-to-back situation. Right now, it looks like the Kings that extended a lot of energy last night. They look like the more tired of the two.
Tip toward the goal in front. Kopitar scores! Oh, what a goal by Andrei Kopitar. And with less than a minute remaining in the second period, we're knotted up 3-3. He won the draw. The Kings put the puck toward the goal. It deflected free for Kopitar, and a quick little stick handle ends up in the back of the net.
Yeah, the goaltender Kolosov, he'd like to have this back. He had it underneath his glove, wasn't able to cover it up, and then misses it with his toe. And Kopitar, with the presence of mind, he was down below the goal line. He came across and just pushes the puck enough across the goal line. It goes off the far post. We're tied at 3.
A gift for the Kings, and they will certainly take it. Now they come in up the right wing. Kings centering for Kempe near post. Puck deflects off, or rather the net deflects off with 34.3 seconds left. Darryl, I hope this makes sense. Kolosov right there looked like when you're playing air hockey and you reach out to stop a shot and just flat out miss. Is what it looked like when he reached his glove out. He just flat out missed the puck. It was under his glove, but he missed it.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't just try to bat it into the corner. The presence of the white jerseys around there. But it all started in the face-off circle. Again, Kopitar getting the puck back to the point. Gavrikov throwing it towards the net. May have gone off LaFerriere. And then that's where Kolosov was unable to handle it clean. Kopitar was able to pounce on it.
It's a neutral ice draw. I'll say that the net getting dislodged. I think the pass for Kempe at the near post, he ended up taking a flyer into the post. For Kopitar, That's his 9th goal of the season. Flyers win the draw at center ice. Try to step into the Kings zone right wing with under 30 to go. Sent around the wall. Hathaway cuts it off. Checked by Kopitar and loses the puck. Kings send it around the wall and up the right wing. Kopitar from LaFerriere and Gavrikov to tie the game late here in the second period. 3-3 in Philadelphia. Kings in their own end. 10 seconds left. Up the wall. Turned over by the Flyers. Guided out to center ice. Maybe one last chance for the Kings. They step in right wing. 1 second left. Kempe's shot blocked by Sanheim as time expires. And Hathaway went after Kempe at the whistle. Not sure what that was about. Kempe was tied up with Sanheim until Garnet Hathaway skated in. But the Kings score at 19:16 of the second period. They salvage what ended up being a very disappointing defensive period for the Kings. And still anybody's game. It's 3-3 as we go to the third.
Yeah, the Kings are definitely looking for their best period of the night in this hockey game. They're fortunate to be tied after 40 minutes of play, and it's just uncharacteristic of the way the Kings have played, their puck management, their decision-making, and it's not one guy. It seems to be throughout the lineup. They have just not played in sync, connected with each other. So they'll get a chance, and I'm sure Coach Jim Hiller, he'll probably have a few choice words to say to the guys, and I'm sure a couple of players themselves, the voices in that locker room, they'll try to pull everybody into it again. Philadelphia, having played last night, this is a second in a back-to-back situation. This is where the Kings need to make them play tired. The way you make teams play tired is you don't have to sit there and necessarily go outskate them, but you make it hard on them by not beating yourselves out there. So far in the game, the Kings have beat themselves. They're tied at 3 going into the third.
The Kings have tried to build this team to be a very difficult squad to play against. And tonight, the Flyers have created opportunities. This has been a wide-open game, really, for both sides. 3-3 game through 40 minutes. We will take a break. In the second intermission report, we've got our out-of-town scoreboard. Daryl gives you that when we come back on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk right in Paul George's face and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another 3. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the 6. Cup to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club. Diddy!
The LA Kings and Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app. Your destination for LA sports.
Level up your LA Kings experience with Vivid Seats Elite Seats. All the on-ice Kings action with even more exclusive access and rewards. Enjoy great seats to the game in Section 103, along with Yamava Club access and parking included with your purchase. Plus, get a free Team LA Kings shop item at the game. Score your Vivid Seats Elite Seats tickets today and earn perks on each purchase from the only leading ticket company with the rewards program. Experience it live with Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Kings.
LA Kings hockey is back. The 2024 season is underway at Crypto.com Arena, and all your favorite theme nights and can't-miss matchups are back. Discounted ticket packs are available throughout the year, so check it out at lakings.com/tickets.
The LA Kings have a new home.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season.
This fall, 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app is your home for every moment of the Los Angeles Kings.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season in only one place. Easy to access, easy to find, easy to enjoy every Kings game and your favorite Kings podcast.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
Center in Philadelphia, Darrell Evans along with Josh Schaefer. We're at the end of 2 periods of play. It's the Kings 3 and the Flyers 3. Time now to take a look at a busy schedule tonight around the NHL. Tonight in Tampa, midway through the third period, the Lightning have a 3-1 lead over the St. Louis Blues. Cirelli has his 13th of the season for the Lightning. Kucherov has picked up an assist. He now has assists and points in 6 straight, giving him 2 goals, 12 assists for 14 points over that period. Buchnevich, the lone goal for St. Louis. Again, middle of the third period in Tampa, Lightning 3 and the Blues 1. In Columbus, the Blue Jackets have a 3-0 lead over New Jersey Devils. Devils entering action having won their last 4 on the road. Provorov has his 3rd of the season for the Blue Jackets. Monahan his 10th. Again, middle of the third period in Columbus. Blue Jackets 3 and the Devils no score. Midway through the second in Nashville. Nashville, just 9 wins on the season. That's the fewest in the NHL entering action tonight against the red-hot Pittsburgh Penguins, who are 7-2-1 in their last 10. Nashville lead this one 3-1 midway through the second. Marchessault and Stamkos each have their 9th of the year for the Predators. Rust, his 13th of the season for the Penguins. In Chicago, the Blackhawks and the Kraken, they are scoreless through 20 minutes of play. Ottawa in Calgary just underway. They are scoreless early first period. Kadri enters action for the Flames with points in 5 straight. The Edmonton Oilers at home. They're playing host to the Boston Bruins. The Bruins' Lindholm scores 107 into the contest, his 5th of the year. Marchand picks up an assist. He now has points in 8 straight. They lead the Edmonton Oilers by a score of 1-0. Entering action tonight, Draisaitl with assists in 5, points in 6 for the Oilers. McDavid has points in 6. The Oilers 8-2-0 in their last 10 games. Getting underway shortly, the Vegas Golden Knights, they'll be at home. They are 7-2-1 in their last 10 games. They'll take on the Canucks. Canucks have points in 8 of their last 10 at 5-2-3. And wrapping up tonight's schedule, in San Jose, the Sharks play host to the Colorado Avalanche. Rantanen for the Avalanche. He has assists and points in 6 straight. And that gives you a look at a busy schedule tonight around the NHL. And here in Philadelphia, at the Wells Fargo Center, at the end of 2 periods of play, it's the Kings 3, the Flyers 3. We'll be back with Josh Schaefer. You're listening to the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Starting a yard project soon? Before you dig, remember that utility lines might be just below the surface. The average shovel strike travels over 30 miles per hour with over 200 pounds of force, powerful enough to break underground utility lines, which homeowners could be responsible to pay for. Always call 811 before you dig to stay safe, avoid fines or outages. For more information, visit SoCalGas.com/811. SoCal Gas is responsible for marking natural gas pipelines up to the gas meter.
In the heart of Los Angeles, a legacy of greatness takes the ice. And in the courtrooms, where passion meets precision and every moment counts, Kings fans deserve a winning team on and off the ice. CD Law fights for justice like the Kings fight for victory. CD Law is the official law firm of the Los Angeles Kings. Winning is what we do. Visit cd-lawyers.com for a free consultation. That's cd-lawyers.com.
Did you know that Crypto.com is the official crypto platform of the LA Kings? That's right. But did you also know that Crypto.com is the world's fastest growing crypto app with over 100 million users worldwide? You heard that right. Over 100 million users worldwide. Now with the Crypto.com app, you can easily buy and sell more than 350 cryptocurrencies only with the Crypto.com app. Download it now at the App Store or Google Play. That's the Crypto.com app, and remember, fortune favors the brave. Go Kings, go.
Today's the day for a new Tacoma or Tundra. For a new Corolla or the all-new Camry. For a new Prius or a new RAV4. Yeah, today is the day for a great deal on Toyota's most popular models. Fuel-efficient cars, powerful trucks, versatile SUVs. Check out the latest offers at Toyota.com. Then see your Toyota dealer today. We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Toyota.com is Toyota's central for all things Toyota. At Toyota.com, you can get product information, compare models, check out all the latest offers, find a dealer, search our inventory, set up a test drive. You can even build your Toyota the way you want. The road to a great deal on a new Toyota starts at Toyota.com. We make it easy on you. Toyota, let's go places.
710 ESPN.
The LA Kings and the Philadelphia Flyers tied 3-3 through 40 minutes of play. What a game this has been. Just very open, a lot of offense, a big second period for the Philadelphia Flyers. They scored twice, both goals for Tyson Forster, a former first-rounder of the Flyers from 2020. He was a former OHL teammate of Kings defenseman Brant Clark, and he put on a show in the second period, scored twice within 4 minutes for his 7th and 8th goals of the season to give the Flyers their first lead of the game. The Kings did come back and tie it with just 43 seconds left in the period. Kopitar's 9th from Laferriere and Gavrikov, and now Vladislav Gavrikov has 3 assists in the last 2 games. He had 2 the other night in Pittsburgh. And the Kings and the Flyers are now tied up 3-3. Shots on goal in the second period for the Kings, 8. A 2-period total of 19. For the Flyers, 15. A 2-period total of 24. The Kings are 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. Flyers also 0 for 1. The Kings, with the lead, had a chance to get a power play opportunity to add to that lead, similar to the other night in Pittsburgh, but were unable to capitalize then. Were unable to capitalize tonight as well. And the big kill for Philadelphia led to both of those goals for Tyson Forster. So the goal scoring tonight, Fiala in the first and Cates in the first for the Kings and Flyers respectively. Jeannot opened the scoring in the second period, 91 seconds in. Tyson Forster answered with 2 more, and the Kings salvaged the second period with Kopitar's 9th in the final minute. The Kings, after tonight's game, will head to Music City for the second time this season. Back-to-back to close out this trip in Nashville on Saturday against the struggling Nashville Predators. That's a 10:30 puck drop Pacific time after the Kings beat the Predators 3-0 in early November. The Preds are struggling, 2-5-3 in their last 10 games. Then the Kings on the road to Washington, D.C. They'll meet the Capitals, who are red hot at the top of the Metropolitan Division. 2 p.m. puck drop Pacific time against the Capitals, who might, just might, have the grade 8. Alex Ovechkin back in the lineup for the first time in a month after he was hurt in Salt Lake City last month against the Utah Hockey Club. This date in LA Kings history, Mike Murphy had a goal and an assist as the Kings beat the Washington Capitals for the first time in team history. A 4-1 victory in their first home game against the Caps. That was December 19th, 1974. And December 19th in 2013, rookie goaltender Martin Jones became the 3rd goalie in NHL history to win his first 7 decisions, while rookie forward Tyler Toffoli picked up an assist and scored his 5th game-winning goal out of 9 goals in the season in a 4-1 win over the San Jose Sharks. And in a roundabout way, both of those guys would go on to play for the San Jose Sharks. Martin Jones, a longtime number 1 up in the Bay. Tyler Toffoli, a first-year San Jose Shark this season, and has played against the Kings multiple times this season as well. That's this date in LA Kings history, December 19th. We will take a break. Kings and the Philadelphia Flyers getting set for, if the first 2 periods were indicators, a very interesting and entertaining third period. It's 3-3, first meeting of the season between the Kings and the Flyers. We're back after this for third period action at Wells Fargo Center on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
710 ESPN, the destination for LA sports this fall.
Here comes LeBron and slam dunk right in Paul George's face and a foul.
Lakers basketball.
Got it back. Another three. Good. What a night for Austin Reeves.
Rams football.
Cup of the six. Cup to the pylon. Touchdown, Cooper Cup. Touchdown, LA.
The USC Trojans.
Hands off the marks. Up the middle. Into the end zone. Touchdown. They're going wild in half of this stadium as the Trojans are going to pull off the upset. How do you do?
LAFC.
Oh, flip for LA Football Club. Did he?
The LA Kings and Angels baseball.
The all-new ESPN LA app, your destination for LA sports.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Starting a yard project soon? Before you dig, remember that utility lines might be just below the surface. The average shovel strike travels over 30 miles per hour with over 200 pounds of force, powerful enough to break underground utility lines, which homeowners could be responsible to pay for. Always call 811 before you dig to stay safe, avoid fines or outages. For more information, visit SoCalGas.com/811. SoCal Gas is responsible for marking natural gas pipelines up to the gas meter.
Los Angeles Kings Kids Days are back. Bring the whole family out on December 28th, March 22nd, or April 5th. And the first 5,000 kids in attendance ages 10 and under will receive an exclusive figurine per game. Collect them all at lakings.com/tickets.
The LA Kings have a new home.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season.
This fall, 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app is your home for every moment of the Los Angeles Kings.
Hear the excitement of Kings hockey this season in only one place. Easy to access, easy to find, easy to enjoy every Kings game and your favorite Kings podcast.
710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app.
710 ESPN.
Kings fans, don't miss your chance to snag a 5-game holiday pack starting at just $50 per game. This pack brings the thrills of live hockey straight to your holiday festivities and comes with a complimentary drink tumbler. For more info, visit lakings.com/holiday. Kings and the Flyers 3-3 game as we enter the third period here at Wells Fargo Center in Philadelphia. I'm Josh Schaefer, joined by former LA Kings winger Darrell Evans. Our on-site producer engineer is Pat Canine, and our network producer back in our ESPN LA studio is Jeff Cabot. Darrell, this game's been wide open for 40 minutes. What needs to change for the Kings here in the third period if they're going to win this thing?
Well, just get back to a structured game. They've got to frustrate the Flyers. They've made the game easy for the Flyers to this point. They got to try to make the Flyers play tired, and the way you do that is you get pucks in deep. Too many times in the neutral zone, Kings just chip the pucks out, giving possession of it, and with the long change in the second period, Kings spend an extended period of time in the defensive zone, so they've got to utilize their entire bench, get pucks in deep, make it a 200-foot game. Usually the Kings are a team of patience, and they've showed no patience in this game right now. They've tried to force the play. They turned it into a run-and-gun game in the first period. Now they're even after 2 periods of play. This is where their structure should pay off. Next goal of this hockey game is going to be a big one.
The goaltenders switch sides. Kemper to our left, Kolosov to our right, and the Flyers will win the draw to get this third period underway. They send it deep to the LA zone. Kopitar back to get it. He scored in the final minute of the second to tie this game up 2-2. Turcotte taken down right wing in the Kings zone. Got knocked over, and that allows Farabee to hold the puck in. Now LA back in possession. They'll bank it off the boards and out to center. The Flyers will turn and flip it deep to the LA zone once again, while they complete 4 of the 5 players off the ice getting a line change. Now Farabee goes to the bench as well to complete the 5-man shift change. Kopitar sends it forward, and Turcotte tips it in. That line will change. Kings will get a new 5 out as well. And the Flyers right to left into the neutral zone with Travis Sanheim. Sends it up the wall. Play broken up by Clark, but turns it over at the blue line. Flyers send it deep. Edmondson shoots it around the wall. Held in by Drysdale. Kicked free, and the Kings will take it back into the neutral zone. Clark up the right wing. Steps over the Flyers line. Hits the brakes. Sends a pass across the blue line. Fiala chips it left wing. Edmondson shoots wide left. Rebound jumps up the near wall. Clark right point. Plays it in deep, and around the right circle comes Philip Danault. Leaves it in deep again. Tried to find LaFerriere. Knocked away by Drysdale, and the Flyers into the neutral zone, but stick check by LaFerriere, and the Kings get it back. LaFerriere up the right wing, turned it over to Drysdale, and now the Flyers send it back to center ice. Owen Tippett, he's been everywhere tonight. Contributed to a couple of goals, has an assist on the last Flyers goal as the Kings ice it here with 18:28 remaining in the period.
Again, puck management there by the Kings, a very nonchalant type of play. They've got to let the puck do the work. The Kings are just not playing smart hockey right now. They've got to get the puck back. Again, when they don't have a play, what the Kings are very known to do is take the puck back in, regroup, bring the forwards back, move up and down the ice and connect it in units of 5. There hasn't been that unison that we're accustomed to seeing.
Frost clean face-off win in the O-zone for Philadelphia. Shot from Emile Andre went wide off the side of the goal near side. And the Kings will pick it up with Byfield, right wing. And now Jeannot barrels into the middle. Byfield by himself. Save Kolosov. A wrist shot from the slot by Byfield. Had a ton of space, but couldn't beat the goaltender. And this game remains 3-3.
What a pass there by Tanner Jeannot. A backhand pass. He puts it into an area, and Byfield came in. He had his head up, and the goaltender Kolosov, he was already out past the edge of the top of the paint. I'm surprised that Byfield didn't try to make a play. Maybe trying to go down between the arm and the body, but really not a lot to look at. Not the best decision by Byfield, but nonetheless a good scoring chance via the rush again.
Certainly had a ton of room to make another move if he wanted to, but what I want to know is how both defensemen for Philadelphia ended up going after Jeannot on the near boards. I mean, that is a clear defensive breakdown.
Yeah, you got to know who you're on the ice against, and that's nothing taken away from Tanner Jeannot, but, it's different when you got guys like McDavid or McKinnon or something like that, magicians with the puck.
They score! Spence shot from the right point, deflected in. And the Kings have struck first on a deflection goal by Warren Foegele. It's 4-3 LA with 18:06 to play in period 3.
A good job there by the Kings, stretching the Flyers out defensively. Spence took the puck. He continued to keep drifting to his right. He went all the way to the boards when he got the puck from Overari, and then they had all kinds of traffic around the net. Byfield was there, Jeannot was there, but it looks like Fogel's the one that gets a stick on it. And the Kings here, 1:54 into the third period. They lead it 4-3.
The Kings have 3 players in the lineup tonight who were originally drafted when the draft was hosted here in Philadelphia in this building. Fiala in 2014. He's got a goal tonight. Foegele has a goal tonight. Adrian Kempe must be next. 2 minutes into the period, Kings lead at 4-3, and a hand pass called against LA. So that sends the faceoff off to our left in front of Darcy Kemper.
Yeah, just looking at Spencer, we're going to look at the replay, and that puck ends up going off a Flyer stick first. A Flyer got a stick on it first. It got tipped before it went off of Foegele. So, again, a lot of traffic around the net. The Flyer stick that it ended up going off was pooling. He was right there. He gets a piece of it, and then we see it get finished off there by Foegele. Fogel's always around that net, and he gets rewarded for his 9th of the year.
And then Kopitar wins a draw in front of Darcy Kemper, and the Kings play the puck high off the glass and out of the zone. Kings after it. Turcotte shoots, save, rebound, jumps right back to Kolosov, who will cover it for a whistle. So for the Kings, Warren Foegele gets the goal, assisted by Jordan Spence, and Jacob Moverari is on the score sheet for the first time this season. He has his first assist of the year, and that helps the Kings take a lead for the first time since the middle part of period 2. They now lead 4-3 with back-to-back goals in the final minute of the second period and in the first 2 minutes of the third.
Yeah, we'll see now the way the body language of the Kings change. This is where they've got to play real smart. Play with structure right now. Again, the Flyers, both physically and mentally fatigued. Don't beat yourself. Make the puck do the work.
Draw in front of Kolosov. Flyers flip the puck back to the LA zone, and now the Kings collect. And up the right side comes Turcotte. Had it poked away back to Kopitar. Held backhanded in deep. Kolosov out to get it. And now Nick Seeler out of the zone. Send it back to the LA line. Seeler now in his 4th year in Philadelphia. He helped contribute to a goal earlier, and now the Kings come in right at Seeler. Drop back toward the blue line and escapes out of the zone, and Anderson's got to go back to get it.
Yeah, see there again, another little simple play, just not managing the puck well. As we see Turcotte looking, he looks right at Anderson, but yet puts it about 2 feet away from him.
Just not the sharpest we've seen the Kings this season.
Yeah, just not clean, that's all.
And they're in front 4-3. Now Forster. 2 goals tonight for Philadelphia. Rumbles through the neutral zone, checked into the glass in front of the Kings bench, or just beyond the Kings bench as he entered the zone. Now Noah Cates got the opener tonight for Philadelphia, trying to step to the front, dispossessed of the puck by Spence. And now Bobby Brink in the corner. Tied up by Spence. Cates is hovering, takes a couple of jabs from Hellenius, and then sent up the wall. Held in right point, stepping toward the middle. Bank pass left wing for Sanheim. Ends up knocked away by LA and out to center ice. And Jamie Drysdale has it. Drysdale, the former Anaheim Duck top defensive prospect, acquired by Philadelphia early last calendar year in exchange for Cutter Gauthier. Top prospect for the Flyers, ends up getting moved. Not sure he was going to play here in Philly. Kings left to right through the neutral zone. Up the left wing comes Deno, sends it deep. Cut off behind the net by Philadelphia. Around for Tippett, right wing, can't get it out. Then Burrows shoots, tipped wide. Rebound off the wall for Deno, left corner. Steps up top, tried to feed Fiala. Pass was in his skates. He couldn't do anything with it, and Philly will take it away.
Yeah, Fiala was looking for the one-timer right there. It was just out of his wheelhouse a little bit. By the time he was looking to connect, the Flyers were all over him.
Flyers ice it with 15:43 left to send the face-off back the other way. Take the whole family out to Kids Day, presented by Six Flags Magic Mountain on Saturday, December 28th, as the Kings take on the Edmonton Oilers. The first 5,000 kids in attendance, age 10 or under, will receive an LA Kings player figurine. For tickets, go to lakings.com/tickets.
Yeah,
it's really that simple.
It's that simple, Just take your kids, make them happy, put a smile on their face. Just get a quick little update there in the out-of-town scoreboard. The Pittsburgh Penguins, Sidney Crosby, he scored for the first time in his last 11 games. He's got a goal and 2 assists. He and one of his teammates, they end up scoring goals just over a minute apart. They've now tied the game with Nashville. They're tied at 3.
And now the Flyers send it in and get it whistled down again. There was a little bit of an altercation at center ice. Fogle was involved with one of the Flyers. I think it was Hathaway.
Yep.
And it's an icing against Philadelphia. That's the reason for the whistle. But I think Hathaway lost his stick. Fogle got knocked down, and when he was getting up, kind of knocked the stick away from Hathaway again. Prevented him from picking it up. Flyers didn't like it, but ends up being a face-off in front of Kolosov now.
And, of course, Jeannot's right in the middle of it there. He's John with a couple of Flyers players. He's also talking to the official at the same time.
Kings win the face-off. Jeannot guides it to Edmonton at the blue line and slapped in deep by Burrows. Puck caroms around right side. Fogle prevents the first clearance attempt. Now move forward for Lawton, who will drop it back, and now the Flyers out of their own end. Ryan Poehling set up. It deflects way out of play. 15:21 remaining in the period. Kings leading here in Philadelphia 4-3 on the goal this period from Warren Fogle.
Already a little bit noticeable right there is the gap control by the Kings. When the Flyers are looking to make a play, there's nobody there. The Kings are right on top of them, so a good indication that they're dialed back into the way that they want to play the game. This face-off will come back deep in the Kings zone to the left of the goaltender. Darcy Kemper right now is in conversation with one of the officials, and we got a chance to look at that replay, Josh, and what'd you see?
What I saw on the replay was the Kings might have gotten away with one a little bit.
Yeah, that stick got kind of stick-handled away as they were pushing it around, and that's why Hathaway got so upset.
Flyers win an O-zone face-off to the blue line. Sanheim shoots it in deep. Couturier picks it up. Trapezoid in the corner, then around Sanheim left circle. Steps in, knocked away by Kempe. Held in left wing by Konechny. Steps in deep and Bank pass around to the right circle. Centering feed for Couturier. Couldn't handle it. Konechny tried to swing it to the blue line. Sanheim was backpedaling, and the pass goes past him all the way down the ice. Drysdale up the wall. Farabee turns and swings it through the neutral zone. In comes Konechny, left circle, step to the front. Konechny couldn't get the shot to go, then turns and swings it top of the goal crease and wide. Farabee feeds to the middle. Swung in deep by Sanheim. Now we'll go back to the bench as the Kings take it away. Kopitar inside the Kings line. Drops it back behind him, and it caroms free for Konechny. Back at the Flyers blue line, who will circle back into the Philadelphia end. 5.5 minutes off the clock here in period 3.
Yeah, if I didn't know better there, I'd say Konechny, when he was down below the goal line, was trying to bank it off Kemper coming in.
In come the Flyers again. Right circle shot deflected by the Kings, out of play. With 14:16 left here in the third period in Philadelphia.
Yeah, Konechny, when he picked up that puck down below the goal line, he looked over his left shoulder, and what he saw is he saw the goaltender not square or turn, sealing that post, so he just tried to put the puck in that direction, and fortunate enough for the Kings, the puck ends up going all the way through the crease, coming back all the way out to the far blue line.
14:16 left. Face-off in the left circle for Phil Deneau defensively.
Deneau's been the best in the face-off circle for the Kings. 7 of 9 through 2 periods of play.
See what he can do here against Noah Cates. Ends up in the corner, banked off the glass, and held in by Cates. Centered, intercepted by Fiala. Kings can't clear. Back high slot, wrist shot, blocked in front by Mo Verari or Spence. Both Kings defensemen were standing there in the slot, and now Mo Verari takes a man down after the Kings turned it over. He hacked down Brink trying to make up for the turnover, and the Flyers will go to the power play.
Yeah, another self-inflicted wound right there. Mo Verari had the puck, and he lifted his head just as he went to move it. Didn't catch the puck.
43 has
and he ends up having to take a penalty because of it.
Mo Verari's first penalty in 14 games this season. Flyers to the power play with a chance to tie the game when we come back on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Okay, tonight's call to purchase tickets for tonight's 50-50 raffle. $36,900 plus. That will be yours. With 10 to 25, 400, or numbers that is 50 to 1,000.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
We are your sports station. 710 ESPN.
13:58 to play, third period. Kings lead the Flyers 4-3, but Jacob Mo Verari has just taken his first penalty of the year, and the Flyers go to the power play for the second time today. They win the draw in the near circle to get this advantage underway. Tippett slings it in deep left circle. Frost back in deep for Farabee. Try to give it back to Frost. Those two little miscommunication, and now taken away by the Kings. Out of the zone in a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Pass for Kempe. He's a step offside left wing. Kopitar's pass was deflected, and then it hit the brakes on its way to Adrian Kempe's stick.
Yeah, Kopitar was forced to throw that pass on the backhand. That gave the defender just a split second of time as Kopitar took it forehand to backhand. That allowed the back checker to be able to extend his stick out. He gets a piece of it, preventing that play from connecting clean. Otherwise, maybe Kempe's in behind the defense.
It's a center ice draw on top of the dueling Flyers logos. A unique setup of the two Flyers logos that face either net rather than the big center ice logo that faces away from the benches and toward the booths and the TV cameras. Power play back underway. 90 seconds left on that advantage for Philadelphia. Frost loses it out of the zone, swatted down the ice as Fogle was all over Morgan Frost. Flyers in their own end. 13-15 left in the period, and a poor zone entry again by Philadelphia. And they entered today 1 for their last 10 on the power play over the course of the last 5 games. 0 for 1 in this game already. Drop back toward the blue line. They hold it in. Just swing it in deep just to keep it in. Edmondson tied it up, then dropped back to the blue line by Philadelphia and inadvertently sent all the way down the ice. And that causes some displeasure from the fans. Brink in his own zone nearly turned it over to Deneau, who was all over number 10, Brink. Now Jamie Drysdale. Crafty defenseman feeds the second-year captain Couturier through the neutral zone. He drops it back, and now Michkov. Up the right wing come the Flyers on the power play for another 30 seconds. Brink in the corner. Got turned around. Kept the puck moving. Right to Kempe, who slaps it down the ice.
Ends up on net there, and it looked like it bounced a little bit. The goaltender wise to make sure he got his body in front of it as well as his stick.
One last chance in for the Flyers, maybe. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Puck around the wall for Brink. Now Michkov. Cross-ice pass onto the tape of Konechny. They'll send it in deep for Brink. Tried to get it deeper. It's intercepted by Gavrikov and clear.
Good look there by Gavrikov. Just prior to getting to the puck, looked over his shoulder, found a seam up the middle. Moverara steps out of the box. We're back at 5-on-5.
And the Kings made that look really easy. Whether they looked really good on the kill, which they did, or the Flyers looked not so fly on the power play. Puck poked up the left wing. Back to full strength. Kings guided out to center. And now Philadelphia in the neutral zone. Sanheim left wing. Lifted in deep. Knocked down by Edmondson. He plays it up the wall, and now Turcotte out to center. Puck goes past everybody, including Sanheim. No icing. Flyers can't clear. Kempe holds it in, but gave it right back to Sanheim in the near circle. And now Philadelphia has it in their own end. Travis Sanheim up the wall. The 8th-year Flyer through the neutral zone. It's intercepted by Adrian Kempe. He, too, like Fogle and Fiala, drafted in this building back in 2014. Drafted by the Kings. Fiala by Nashville. Fogle by Carolina. All 3 in this building, along with Andreas Englund, the big Swedish defenseman not in the lineup tonight for LA. He was also drafted in this building back in 2014. Flyers right to left through the neutral zone. Farabee to the middle. Konechny back for Couturier. It was up in the air and off of Couturier's glove. Spence feeds Moverari behind the Kings' net. Up the left wing wall for Fiala. Couldn't get it out. Back for Moverari. He will lift it up in the air. Out to center ice. Flyers knock it down in the neutral zone, and right to left in comes Farabee for Konechny. His shot, save Kemper. Rebound behind the goal. Farabee looking for it. Now back for Konechny near corner. Has the puck taken off of his stick by Fogle. Then gets it back with help from Sanheim. Cross-ice pass. Couturier right circle. The lefty Flyers captain tried to center. Deflected by the Kings, and now Fogle has it. Got knocked down, no call. And then banked off the glass by Jeannot all the way down the ice. Byfield rumbles after it, but Drysdale wins the race to the circles. It's icing against LA with 10:07 to play.
Now that shot by Konechny just moments ago, that was the first shot on goal by the Flyers here in the third period, despite having a 2-minute advantage. They had no shots on goal in their power play, so the Kings back to the way they were playing early in the hockey game, not giving up a lot. 1 shot on goal here. 10:07 left in the third period. Kings up 4-3.
Near circle face-off in front of Darcy Kemper. It's Noah Cates against Quinton Byfield, who wins the face-off for LA. Tries to send it up the right wing wall. Blocked by Philadelphia. Held in near boards, just at the base of the near circle. Taken behind the goal by Bobby Brink. Tries to backhand it in front. Knocked away from Forrester. He's got 2 goals tonight. Couldn't find his third there. Now a centering pass for Philadelphia. Ends up left point. Held in by Andre. Sidesteps one man. Takes it in deep but turned it over. Kings rim it around the wall and out to center ice off of Brink's tape.
Yeah, they get a break right there, but Brink's not being able to keep that puck in. What does Philadelphia do? They just drive it right back into the Kings zone. Kings have to come out a little bit cleaner and quicker.
Kings out of their own zone now. Gavrikov tried to send it toward the middle. Ends up guided in by Turcotte. Great move. Turcotte centers. Score! Kopitar from Turcotte. What a setup! And it's 5-3 LA with 9:21 to play in period 3.
Wow, what a break there for the Kings. A nice play as Turcotte was able to escape past the defender, and then the pass that he makes, you can't underestimate how tough this pass is. He's down below the goal line on the backhand. He elevates the puck over Ristolainen's stick. He gets it right to Kopitar, and Kopitar on the back door, he connects, putting it over the extended right arm and leg of the goaltender. Kopitar has his second of the game, and the Kings have a 2-goal lead. It's 5-3 with 9:21 left here in the third.
I'm not sure that could be any better from Turcotte to Kopitar. 5 games on the trip, 5 points for Alex Turcotte. And he has just been right at home with Kopitar and Kempe on the top line. Second goal of the game for the Kings captain as the Kings lead at 5-3 here in the third period. Puck in the neutral zone, picked up by the veteran Flyer, Scott Lawton, but he's offside along the left wing wall. 8:57 remaining here in the third period. Kopitar from Turcotte, and Gavrikov's got another apple as well. It's 5-3 Kings here in Philadelphia. This is the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Hey, Cappy, we got to talk about Prize Picks. You got me into this. I love it. I play it every single night in almost every single sport. And for those of you listening out there, it's very simple. There is a stat line for a particular player in one of those sports, and it's as simple as more or less. You pick more, you pick less on that stat line. You win up to 100 times your money on Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks. And it's the best way to get sports action in over 30 states, including right here in California.
So here's what you do. You download the Prize Picks app. You use the code CAPPY, KAPPY. You get that $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And right now, with baseball, football, basketball, soccer, and hockey going, now is a great time to play Prize Picks, George.
And again, Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. You can join over 10 million users and sign up today. Man, it's amazing. You can get your money in as quick as 15 minutes once you win.
And you're going to win. And by the way, if you don't win, don't blame me, okay? Because you're better at it than I am. Prize Picks. Download the Prize Picks app. Use our code CAPPY. Make that $5 play. Get that $50 bonus. Prize Picks. Run your game.
We are your sports station. 710 ESPN.
Five-3 Kings over the Flyers here in Philadelphia. They've scored now twice here in the third period. Warren Fogle gave the Kings a 4-3 lead, and Anze Kopitar has scored to cap off the play of the night so far. Kopitar from Turcotte and Vladislav Gavrikov, who's now up to 4 assists in the last 2 games. Kopitar's got 2 goals tonight. I mean, what a crisp, pretty play between Turcotte and Kopitar.
And you might say that Gavrikov against the Philadelphia Flyers, this is a team that his numbers are pretty darn good. This is the 12th game that he's played against the Flyers. He now has a goal and 8 assists for 9 points over that time.
Yeah, he has just been really good for the Kings this season defensively. But these last couple of games, he's worked himself into the offensive side of his game as well. Kopitar with a goal. 2 goals tonight for Anze. Flyers come back in as we're back underway here in the third period. 8:45 left as the Flyers try to take it toward the front of the goal. Knocked away by the Kings behind the net. Paling fights for it. Chipped away from him. Or that was Cates for Philadelphia. And the Kings looking out of their own zone. Cates opened the scoring tonight for Philadelphia to tie the game 1-1. He opened the Flyers account in this game. Puck behind the Kings net. Nobody went after it, so Kemper had to knock it away from Cates. Former national champion at Minnesota Duluth. Mikey Anderson played as well. Anderson scoops it up for the Kings and starts into the neutral zone. Feeds Deneau. Now to the middle and lifted in deep by Fiala as the Kings would look to complete a 5-man change.
Smart play there by Fiala. Get the puck in deep. That sends the Flyers having them have to go back and come back the full 200 feet.
Overari tried to clear, couldn't. Left wing wall, Byfield forces it toward the blue line, but not out. Moverari steps up, couldn't get there in front of Konechny, who skates in deep. Konechny around the net to the near side, toward the blue line. Long shot deflects away off the stick of Sealer. And now Farabee behind the net for Couturier. Banked up the wall. Sealer one more. Slapped it toward the goal, deflected wide. Took a couple of deflections. It snapped Tanner Jeannot's stick in half right at the base of the shaft of the stick.
And right now, Jeannot out there trying to cover without a stick. He makes another block shot.
Big block from Jeannot. Byfield forces it down the ice. Foot race after it. Ristolainen will get there in front of Fogle, who knew he was going to lose the race. So he peeled off and skated back to the LA zone.
Yeah, the Kings won't be able to get a line change, but they will be able to get a stick in the hands of Tanner Jeannot. Again, one block with the stick that broke his stick. And then just after that, the Flyers recovered the puck. They try to isolate Jeannot, knowing that he didn't have a stick, but what does Jeannot do? He sticks out his foot and blocks another one. So great job by him. He's got a goal. He's doing it all tonight, along with the physicality.
7:17 left. Cates wins a faceoff for the Flyers, but Spence picks it out of Philadelphia forward Skates and then will clear it down the ice, and it's going to be another icing against the Kings.
Now, right there again, usually the Kings are so clean in that area right there. Jordan Spence miscued getting the puck out on the initial attempt, and then instead of retreating and coming back, retained possession, he a little too aggressively sends the puck back the other way, so that puts a little bit more onus on the centerman now, Byfield in this case, on the draw. He'll be out there to take the draw, and he'll be up against Cates for the Flyers.
Cates has had a nice game for Philadelphia. The draw here. Sends it to the wall. Kings on it, trying to guide it free. Intercepted by Brink to the blue line. Long shot. Tipped just wide by Cates. He almost had another one to bring the Flyers back within a goal. Puck to the right wing side. Fogle lifts it way up in the air over the Flyers line, and it comes to a halt at the circles. That allows the Kings to change with just under 7 minutes remaining in regulation. 5-3 LA. Kopitar scored in the final minute of the second to salvage what was a disappointing frame for LA. And now they've scored twice here in the third, including Kopitar's second of the game to make it 5-3. Kings back in their own zone. Anderson nearly mishandled it. Gives it to Gavrikov, who slaps it forward. Kings into the neutral zone. Here comes Kopitar again. Steps in and lifts the puck toward the far side. It deflects out of play with 6:24 left in the third period. This is a Flyers team coached by John Tortorella, just one of 4 coaches in NHL history to have won the Jack Adams Award with multiple teams. At one point, former assistant coach for the New Haven Nighthawks when they were the Kings' AHL affiliate back in the late 1980s.
I was a Chicky Hawk.
Yeah?
Way back in the early 80s, but now with Tortorella.
Kings ozone faceoff when shot from the left side by Edmondson, blocked. Knocked Tippett's stick out of his hands. Hall of Fame brought. Whoa, broken stick by Tippett, and then he just ran Turcotte over. That seemed unnecessary.
Yeah, but the old exploding stick, and I think when Turcotte saw the stick snap, he kind of eased up, and that allowed him to get pushed over as easily as he did.
Kings back the puck off the glass and down the ice. Hall of Fame broadcaster Nick Nixon also with the New Haven Nighthawks for a time.
Yeah, he got the recall from New Haven, not only the Farm Club on the ice, but off the ice as well.
Yep. Flyers through the neutral zone. Couturier sidesteps his way into the King zone and forces it in deep. Chipped around the wall for Konechny. Completes a cycle up top for Drysdale. Tried to get in deep. It's intercepted by the Kings and flipped out to center. Great little touch pass. As the Kings step through the neutral zone, LaFerriere shoots it in. Around for Donnell. Back in deep for Fiala. It's intercepted by Sanheim. Good defensive play by the Flyers' top defenseman Travis Sanheim. Around for Drysdale. Got slowed down by Fiala. He turns the puck over to Philip Danault in the corner. Banked up top. One-timer. Deflected wide left. Rebound Fiala. Tried to tuck it in front. Hit the side of the goal near side. Up top for Gavrikov. 2 assists tonight. Shoots. Deflected over the goal. And out of play with 5:03 remaining in the game. The Flyers have 2 shots in this period. The Kings have 2 goals. It's 5-3 LA. 5:03 remaining in the third period here in Philly on the ESPN LA Kings Radio Network.
Level up your LA Kings experience with Vivid Seats Elite Seats. All the on-ice Kings action with even more exclusive access and rewards. Enjoy great seats to the game in Section 103, along with Yamava Club access and parking included with your purchase. Plus, get a free Team LA Kings shop item at the game. Score your Vivid Seats Elite Seats tickets today and earn perks on each purchase from the only leading ticket company with the rewards program. Experience it live with Vivid Seats, the official partner of the LA Kings.
In the heart of Los Angeles, a legacy of greatness takes the ice. And in the courtrooms, where passion meets precision and every moment counts, Kings fans deserve a winning team on and off the ice. CD Law fights for justice like the Kings fight for victory. CD Law is the official law firm of the Los Angeles Kings. Winning It's what we do. Visit cd-lawyers.com for a free consultation. That's cd-lawyers.com.
FanDuel Sports Network is your new home for your home teams. Watch all the big hits, big shots, big goals, all in one place. For unrivaled coverage of your LA Kings, visit FanDuelSportsNetwork.com today and stream live tonight.
710 ESPN.
5:03 left in regulation. The Kings lead the Flyers 5-3. I just said that. With 5:03 left. Wow. I mean, that's just not fair.
No, they shouldn't be able to do that. That shot, that click. See, that's not fair. The clock should have ticked one more second so it didn't get his tongue twisted here. 5-3 Kings. 5:03 left in the third period here in Philadelphia. That's too much of the F sound. I know Philadelphia is spelled with a PH. Flyers is spelled with an F. Isn't it the other way around?
Don't do that. Don't do that, Daryl. That's not funny.
Even got our engineer here. I see him snap his neck over. He looked at me. He thought, what's going on over there? What are they putting in the water?
Josh Schaefer, Daryl Evans, our on-site producer engineers, Pat Kineen. Jeff Cabot's with us in L.A. Puck in the neutral zone. Flyers pick it up. They need a pair here. Rink steps in, has it knocked away. Forster shoots, looking for the hat trick, deflected away. Ristolainen, the former Sabre right point, shoots it in deep and the puck around to the near corner. Flyers on it. See if they throw the house at Darcy Kemper here in the final 5 minutes. The Kings lead 5-3, but we've established that. As the puck's back into the neutral zone and Ristolainen has it for Philadelphia.
Smart play there by Burrows. Didn't have a play, so just chip the puck out in the neutral zone, relieve the pressure, force Philadelphia to have to go back and regroup.
Around to the far side. And the Kings can't get it out. Held in by the Flyers toward the left circle. Backhanded in front and off of Farabee's stick back post. He had an empty net to shoot at, but he couldn't corral the puck.
Yeah, Kopitar mishandled the puck over on the left wing boards in the Kings zone. That allowed Philadelphia to retain position. They came right back in the attack and made a heck of a play. They were just unable to connect. They had a wide open player there in Farabee.
Puck deep to the LA zone. Behind the net, Gavrikov. Got a pair of assists tonight. Can't get the puck out here. Flyers hold it in. Behind the net, Lawton. Trailed by Burrows. Guides it to the blue line. Goaltender out of the net. Extra skater on with 3:45 remaining in regulation as the Kings chip it out. Byfield after it. Got an empty net to shoot at. Byfield scores! Rifles it in from the top of the far circle. And with 3:37 left, it's 6-3 LA.
You know, I think under some circumstances, Byfield may have looked to get it to one of his line mates right there, but desperate need of a goal for himself. I think he made the right decision right there. Put one into the net, regardless if there's a goaltender or not there. Byfield needs a goal, and that puts his team up by 3. Great job, though. That play was made in the defensive zone when Byfield, along with his teammates, defended against the Flyers, not allowing them to be able to get a grade A chance, and that should give the Kings what they need, a little bit more comfort. 3:37 left, 6-3 Kings.
QB with his 5th of the year, 2nd of the road trip, had a goal the other night at MSG in New York City against the Rangers. Also had a season high 19 minutes and 20 seconds in that game. Doesn't have quite as much tonight, but now helps bury it to give the Kings a 6-3 lead. That's QB unassisted. 3:15 left. Flyers step in left wing. Ryan Poehling tried to center. Knocked around. Kings guide it free. Brent Clark lifts the puck up in the air, and it bounces through the neutral zone. Flyers last year finished 6th in the Metropolitan. They're currently 5th. Trying to make the playoffs for the first time in 5 years. Doesn't look like they're going to get 2 points tonight, however. Tippett steps around to the far circle. Trying to center it, tipped away, and then in deep it's collected by Clark with 2:45 left. Flyers, if they don't make the playoffs this year, that'll be their longest playoff drought in franchise history. A team that came into the National Hockey League same year as the Kings. Kings step in left to right over the blue line. Ferrier in deep, drops it off in front. They score! And Fiala makes it 7-3. What a pass by Alex Laferriere. And Fiala goes right to his line mate, donning number 14, and pats him right on the head. Laferriere with a slick behind the back pass in front for Fiala, who makes it 7-3.
And that was a nice give and go. Fiala gave the puck to LaFerriere in full stride, who took Sanheim down below the goal line. As he was going behind the net, the goaltender and everybody on the Flyer team was going to the right. Fiala trusting his teammate. He gets a return feed from LaFerriere. He's got his second of the night, and the Kings are up 7-3.
2 assists for LaFerriere, 2 goals for Kevin Fiala. 7-3 LA, 2:15 left. And now a shot from Sealer knocked away. Now Ristolainen holds it in. He shoots wide to the near post. Sealer holds it in. Deep for Brink. Made it to the high slot, knocked away. This crowd has thinned. Early in the game and in the second period, this crowd was loud. All the fans donning the bright orange classic Flyers jerseys. And here in the third period, late, with the Kings ahead by 4, all you can see are the black cushioned seats. Puck back in the neutral zone. Flyers try to step in. Scott Lawton shoots wide. Rebound caroms up to the far side with 90 seconds left. Fiala's second of the game from LaFerriere and Brent Clark.
You know, the numbers that stick out to me in this period, yeah, the Kings have 4 goals. They've only allowed 2 shots on goal. Kings have only had 7 shots themselves, but the quality of their shots, I track them. Everything is in a high-scoring area.
Flyers come in, and Andre's shot deflected away. And now the Kings down the ice again with another rush chance here. Tanner Janot, right wing, drops it back for Clark. Spin move, high slot, over to the left circle, one-timer, save Kolosov. That would have been something special. A move from the heavens for Brant Clark. Holds it in right point with a minute to go, lifted toward the goal, bouncing puck. The goaltender Kolosov laying out on his chest to find it and gets a whistle as Hellenius, Hathaway, and I think Tanner Janot involved in front of the Flyers goal with 48 seconds left.
Yeah, a little bit of frustration right now on behalf of the Flyers. And, you know, go back to watching their game last night in the third period against Detroit. They battled back from a 2-goal deficit. They tied it up in the third period and then went on to lose it to the Detroit Red Wings by a score of 6-4. And here, this one, they had a 3-2 lead late in the second period. That goal by Kopitar seems to have really boosted the Kings. They went into the intermission even. And in the third period, it's been all Kings. That's the way they want to play the game. A lot more dialed in collectively as a group. Again, they didn't give up a shot to almost the 10-minute mark of the period, and everything else after that, Kemper's been able to track and see whatever's come out of it.
Flyers take the puck away in their own zone and clear it into the neutral zone for Matvei Michkov. Centers for Frost, who steps in, trying to get it back for Michkov. Nicely knocked out of the air by Janot. Great defensive play as he sends it back to the neutral zone with 30 seconds left. Kings winning tonight. They'll be 8-1-1 over their last 10 games. That is the best of any team in the National Hockey League. The red-hot and surging Los Angeles Kings. The Flyers will lose their 6th out of their last 8. 15 seconds left. The Kings into the neutral zone. Up the left wing and setting it deep. Long shift for Hellenius, Turcotte, Clark, and Janot to end this game. Or rather, Thomas and Janot. Turcotte steps out. He scoops it up. And the game will end with the puck in his possession. Alex Turcotte with a big game tonight as well. And the Kings pot 7 goals tonight here in Philadelphia. 4 in the third period. And they beat the Flyers here at Wells Fargo Center by a final score of 7-3.
I think when you look at that game, from start to finish, not necessarily the best game that the Kings have played, but give them their marks for the way they were able to dial it in the third period. They were able to regroup between the periods. A big goal by Kopitar at the end of the second period really brought everybody together. And then from the third period on, they took control of the hockey game. And this is what this team is capable of doing. Again, you're not going to be able to afford to play the way they did in the first 2 periods and still be in a hockey game. Darcy Kemper came up with some timely saves. And now for the last 13 games that they've been in this building, the Kings pick up points in 12 of the last 13 games. Their record now 10-1-2 in this building in the last 13 games. So they'll look to take on the Flyers again. That'll be back at Crypto.com Arena. That'll be on December the 29th. The Flyers are going to remember this one. There's not too much time between games.
No, there's not. These teams will... It's not always the case when you have Western Conference and Eastern Conference teams meet 2 games almost in a row in this short a time on either side of the holiday break, home and home. But that's exactly what you're going to get Kings with 8 shots in the third period, a 3-period total of 27. The Flyers with just 2 in the final period.